G'day and welcome into part 4 of my Divide and Conquer campaign for the Kingdom of Dale, the Northmen, and we have been fighting Rune, the Easterlings, and we finished off last episode with a couple of big battles to push through to get to Mistrand. Now this army, no longer are we sporting the Rivermen, the Northmen militia, the Northmen archers. I guess we do have one Ravenian hunter unit in here. But apart from that, we have at least a fairly mainline army of Dale. Not high tier yet, but certainly I would say easily mid-tier army here, considering we do have that sort of trash tier level. We took Elgair last time. We left a few militia behind to try and guard that in case anything does get around the back. Otherwise, over in Esgaroth, we're still defending here. Dol Guldur been throwing armies our way. We've got the King Shields in here now, starting to get the armor built up as well, so we can get those high tiers of blacksmith and armor on our troops. And we have a few troops in free upkeep here as well for emergencies. Otherwise, we're really starting to build up our little kingdom across and down to the Sea of Rune. And if we can get Mistrand and Lest, then, I mean, even Strondost, looks like Easterlings have that, we can really get some good work done here. So, first up.
Yes, my lord.
What are we going into here?
Approaching.
I will not waste
What
words
are
on
we
you.
going into? We got trash. Couple of ballista. Means we'll have to probably engage on them, or at least send the cav to do some work. Or it's hard though, because they have 1, 2, 3 Dragon Riders, plus the 2 Baroons Raiders. Yeah, it's a little bit hard to get the cav to get in there onto those ballista. So we might just have to advance the main line. We're going to take casualties here. That is without a doubt. However, they are still sporting their sort of trash tier level. And we are
Your
not.
orders, my lord.
Prince
We
Brand,
shall engage.
Captain Altan, pretty much evenly numbered. Strength ratio 1-to-1. Yeah, get in there.
Muster your courage, men!
Now the
We
key to this
march
battle
into
is the
battle.
cavalry. Once we can get rid of their cav without losing our cav, then we've won the day. Because if we can get any rear charges on their line, they will just collapse. Particularly without a general leading the army. I like this battlefield. Very nice and clean. We're gonna charge them. They got the ballistas. They have a cav advantage. We kind of just need to get in there, you know. So we'll probably have U2 cav out on this flank, and then that leaves the 2 Dale cav out on the left flank. 4 cav is good, but against Allied Dragon Riders, we will get melted. They are specialist cav killers. So our front line, Billman. They do have the spear formation, but I want them out of that because I want them to run. And honestly, I find halberds often fight better not in their formation. Definitely not the case with pikes. Pikes fight better in formation. But halberds often fight better, I find, out of formation. It's just my personal preference. Unless they are sort of holding a particular like choke point. But even then, sometimes out of formation is better. So, chuck them up the front. They don't have any... Their armor is really weak, isn't it? 4 armor. They are armor piercing. Let's hold them on the flanks for the cav. Straight up the middle, we're going to charge the swordsman. So, with the dwarves in the middle. That's much better. Nice little strong front line. Dwarves in the middle. They can lead the way. And then sort of on each flank, let's put a couple of these Ravenian Gudruts. Do 1, 2. You guys can be out on this flank. Get them moving up. Then we have the Archer Corps. Now, of course, there are ballistas, so we're going to go loose formation. Oh, we've got another one in there as well. Alright, so we got our archer formation. Now, archer formation never does as well when you're advancing on the enemy. You sort of want them to come to you. Now,
The enemy could be near.
this is the captain in here. Hopefully a stray ballista, or the general. Hopefully a stray ballista doesn't kill King. Sorry, ooh, he's got designs. Prince Brand. And then I'm thinking kind of like in the middle as a backup to the swordsman, some armor piercing. Actually, no, keep them on the flanks to protect the archers, because they do have cav. So have those on the flanks. They do have advantage against cav, don't they? Yeah, effective against mounts and effective against armor. That's good. And probably you lads here. Go loose formation as well. And throw your javelins and then get stuck in. I'll put the privateer axe up the back. Okay, Tangled, welcome in. Stream today. That's about it. That's our formation. We're going to advance with. Are they coming to us? If they come to us, that's fine. Kind of happy to take it. That is the case. Pull back a sec. That is the case. Can we move these lads forward a little bit more? We still might actually just want to advance here. You know what? Just advance. Oh, they're coming. No, just go. Just go. Just advance. 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 They do have a lot of range. Let's get in on them. Go. Let's run. Archers. Probably going to hold about here. Get to there. Get in there. Get onto those Udesh Marines. Don't let them throw. Forward. Okay. I don't want you guys to stay back and protect the... We can tag team these guys here. That'd be great. Get in on them. Get on. Get on. Go. 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 Get in. Get in. Get in. Get in. Pull around. Pull around. Okay, Doofy. EPM. 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 Welcome in. I'm in the midst of a battle right here. Go. 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 Cancel. 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 Go. Go. Get in. 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 Okay. You guys just sort of hold there. You guys sort of come to there. Push up. Okay. Push forward a little further. Get in. You guys are firing at something. I don't know what you're firing at, but just fire. It's fine. Throw, 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 throw. How'd we go? Did we get this? Oh, we got this dragon guard. Awesome, 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 awesome. Okay, so that means this right flank is open. Pull across, pull across. Pull across, pull across. Okay, if we got that right flank open, we start getting the cav engaged. Yep, get out of that. Get in there. What are we firing at?
Very much in our favor. Victory will be ours.
I don't know what they're firing at. They didn't fire at anything. Yeah, just hold that flank. Cav. Sort of come to there. What are we? What's shooting at us? What's shooting at us? Can we send you after them? Come around. Get in, get in, get in. Shoot that, shoot that, shoot that.
Never again! Will the land of my people fall into enemy hands?
Get across onto that ballista, go. Onto the ballista, go, 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 go. What are they shooting at? Are they actually shooting at the Hearthguard? They are too, the bastards. Stop it! Stop it! How's this flank going? Okay, we need to get this cavalry involved. Let's go. Get around. Get involved, get involved. Shoot them, shoot them, shoot them. Okay, where are you at? Where are you at? Keep them occupied. Yeah, I think this front line here is doing fine. Pull back. Need to get onto this ballista crew as well. After them. Kill through. Get onto that. Oh, they actually made it out. That's not good. Come on, go, go, go.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half
Kill
their
'em.
men.
Kill him, kill him, kill him. Okay. Yeah, the cab's going to be sacrificed here a little bit. We need to kind of win the flanks. Oh, wow, we lost. We lost on that flank. That sucks. Okay. Fire into that. Get over there. See if you can help out. Fire into that.
The enemy general flees like the
Enemy
coward
general
he
flees.
is.
Good.
Press onward and break the spirit of his army.
What are we doing in here? Hunters, get onto them. Okay, you guys just hold long enough to get support over there. Get over there, go, go, go. Fire, 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 fire. Go, 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 get in there, get in there. Alright. Go, go, go. This is the biggest army that we think they have for the time being, so if we can break this, we're pretty much in the clear. 75%. After them. After that. There, okay. You guys just stop and fire at whatever you want to. Got one of them again.
Will the land of my people fall into enemy hands?
Okay, one of you turn around, get down into here. Other one as well, get over here. Cab, chase, actually come over it, chase them. Run, 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 run. Get in, get in, get in, get in. Help them out, help them out. Charge into this middle. What's still not broken? A couple of units in the middle here. Can we be a little more precise? Go like that, and go like this. Go like this. Pull in, pull in. Okay, what do they got? DaC warriors. Get into it. Cav, what are you chasing? Get another unit. Chase down them. Oh, Gay Tetra, welcome in. Can we like push through, push through, push through, push through. They're done. Nice, they're done. Chase them down. What is still fighting? Oh, stuff on our front line.
The enemy army flees the field. Pursue and run them down.
Fall into enemy hands.
You get after this unit. Yeah, these guys. I think we got them. I think we got enough. Chase them. Let's speed it up. Oh, you're chasing a quarter chicken and chips, thanks. Yeah, just payment first, and you can proceed to the next window. Welcome in everyone. Chase them down. Okay. Big question is here, how much did we lose? What's wrong with you guys? Kill him. We're at 43%.
Our foe is utterly vanquished. Let all who remember this
Yield
day
8%. That's not bad.
remember it as the day of our most glorious victory.
A heroic victory. 230 kills for the Hearthguard. Man, they were just plinking away. Didn't even realize, hey, these archers in the back, I just had them, I'm like, yeah, pick your targets, go for it. Go for it. There was too many other things to manage. 341, the Erebor infantry, the dwarves. The dwarves up the middle, did any of them survive? Yeah, there's still some alive. The dwarves up the middle just gave them curry. The dwarves and the Hearthguard led the way. Ah, the dwarves, most kills. As you'd expect. As you'd expect that a regiment of dwarves would perform better than the humans. Okay, so first army dealt with. Took casualties. But that's what happens in war.
No! Do not do this!
No, do not do this. I have to. Believe me.
We have triumphed!
Okay.
My lord.
What's in this army?
Respect you
We got
in battle.
a captain, the general, but no cav. Oh yeah, no cav. Beautiful. So we just run over him.
Approaching quietly.
Keep vision in this area. I don't want anyone sneaking around, you know? No sneaky.
Yes, my lord.
Now we can hire another cav unit. I think I will. Grab that mercenary. Since we took a few losses on our cav. Now I'm not going to merge units at this point because I think it's better to have a more wounded units than have them like a full strength and a part strength, like a low strength. So we'll keep progressing. Monkey's here. Yep. So 1, 2, 3 archers. 3 archers. So we're quite happy to probably take a bit of an archer skirmish here. Our archers far outclass theirs. We have Athala Rangers and of course the Hearthguard. As well as our Adalian Longbowmen. Good, I love a good longbow. It's funny how you're influenced by things that you grew up with, you know? I grew up shooting longbows. So, yeah. It's like anytime I play like an RPG game, like if I play Titan Quest, you know, it's like archer character.
The enemy a moon calf.
Units, await my orders! Archers of day, pick up your bows, men!
Pick up your bows, countrymen.
Alright, so archers, and I think they shoot more accurately in a fight formation. Could be my imagination, but I always believe that to be the case.
Units,
Okay, so you guys hold there. That's good. Let's put the lads with spears up the front, reasonably tanky ones, to receive spears with shields. Receive some volleys of fire. Javelins, you got shields as well. Not very strong. So sit on that flank. The cav on the back. See where you need to go. Privateer Axe didn't really take that many losses. That's good. We'll probably hang them out in the flank area to sort of do some recharges. The Billmen didn't take many losses either, yeah, because they weren't that first line that went in, so that's much better. Like these units are good once we get into the cities. But looking at it, our army took a beating, eh? We did take a beating. Yeah, they're coming up. Oh, we're in range already? We're in hunters. They're the ones. No, don't walk forward. Sorry, my mistake. You there. Actually, all 3 of you go for the crossbowmen. You go for the hunters. Can you shoot the bodyguard? Bodyguard, go. When they get closer, there's javelins. Looks like they are going to advance. It's okay. We'll take a fight. Charge bonus off. cav. Move out. In the general directions. Yeah, black arrows are coming into the bodyguard. That's good. We're taking out the archer contingent pretty easily. Okay, can you switch to there? They can engage. Okay, get in. Put the lines, put the line. Get into those, and then let's just carve up the, carve them up. Archers. Probably hold fire. Didn't go.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Put them up. Nice. Beautiful.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Dwarves, get in if you need to. I'm feeling these archers should be routing.
The enemy general lies dead.
Now that the general's dead, I'm pretty sure they'll rout. Yeah, crouch rout instantly. Yeah, chase them down. Can we give a charge into the back of them? Finish them off. Yeah. Charge into them. We're still fighting.
Behold how our cowardly foe runs. It's time to press the attack.
Take him out. Nice. That was a nice cleanup. 13% there. We should heal some as well. We want all the XP we can get. Where are they at? Over here. You need some XP. Go after them. One. Yeah.
This is a
Okay,
clear
13%, 11%. So 204. We still have 1,600 soldiers to march on. Mistrand. It's full of big battles, isn't it? 111 the Athala Rangers, they did really well. Hearthguard 96. Ravenian Hunters got 98. They lost quite a few. I think we're gonna have to. I think they'll have a big garrison here. I don't know if we have enough. They get a lot of free units. I don't know if we actually have enough to get through here. Like we can reinforce a little bit with the remnants from Elgate, yeah?
No!
We've lost a good chunk of the meat of our army, you know? Like obviously there's not many troops in it, but 3, that's enough. And they'll get a fair chunk of reinforcements. I think we can siege, but we might not necessarily be able to get in straight away. Might need to try and wait for him to relieve the siege. So we do have space in the army. Come to here. We do have a tower there. Just come to here.
Yes.
Drop another tower.
This tower will keep vigil over the lands.
Yes, my lord.
No more mercenaries. Can we...
With honor.
Mercenaries here? No.
We shall
Let's siege up.
We shall
3
prevail.
rams, 3 ladders.
Yes.
My lord.
What are we looking at here?
Approaching quietly.
Anything coming from down south? Some
We will not
units.
waste words on
You
you.
kind of want an army that's like not huge, but thinks that they're big enough to maybe break the siege. That's kind of what we're looking for. I know there'll be units over in Lest. In fact,
Ships ready.
can we
Set sail.
get a little bit of
A fine day to
yeah, just get a little bit of a view on what's going on here. So yeah,
Have their port
there's a lot of
blockaded.
units over here. They might send some over to try and break the siege. Don't see a lot coming down, and we do have. Did I say we have the garrison here? Pretty sure I left. Yeah, garrison's done. So
Orders.
we can reinforce with maybe 1, 2,
Orders.
3 units. I mean, I think we can
Your
take more than that,
orders, my
can't we?
lord.
We merge.
Yes,
we take
my
4.
lord.
Your will, my lord.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4
My lord.
full strength units.
By your command.
Okay,
We
it's
can go
militia,
no
but
further
you know
today.
they're troops. They're troops. They can get in. Ooh, good thing it didn't go rebellion. So we can queue up some better units here again, over here as well. So we'll get those ones coming. Yeah, we can get the Ravenian Redroughts here as well. So definitely grab those. I mean, next turn we're going to be not a lot of money. It's all going to go into units. That's okay. We need the troops. We need the troops on the front line. Otherwise, we are all sorted. You're
Yes,
heading. We spoke to Cairn, didn't we? So go this way. We're going over to
Tomorrow's
Mordor.
journey planned out.
We talk to Mordor, see if we can get anything out of them. That negative income should start going down on Elgaia as well. That's all the devastation. I might even just have a look at that city. Pretty sure that's just all the devastation caused from fighting in that territory. Okay, so they're sending a few out. Yeah, are they trying to break the siege? Oh. Ooh. Okay, they didn't try and break the siege, but they did leave an army right next to it. They might try and go for a draw out.
We must make a stand. We are besieged.
I don't think that army's quite big enough. I think they'll retreat, and then we'll lose our siege. Mistrand besieged. Hard times await the tribesmen of Rune. But they are besieged in their own capital. Though they fail, all the steppes nearby will soon feel the strength of their enemies. Every lad and soldier must be ready to defend the city until their death, if need be, as is their duty. The capital must hold at all costs, for this is one of the greatest cities of Rune. This will be a heavy loss if the men of the East fail to protect it. Damn straight it'll be a heavy loss. Get trade with Haradrim.
Yes, my lord. Approaching their dignitary.
The Merchant Guild. The Merchant Guild. Roads. I know I don't have the money, but that's what I want. So this all started recruiting. 1, 2, 3, 1. What about you here? 1. Yeah, so all those troops are recruiting. That's good. That's what we wanted. What about retraining? In when we have the money next turn. Okay, so is this army next to?
Your will, my lord.
Your
It's
orders,
not
my
actually
lord.
next to the city. So if we attack this, it wouldn't draw them out. So what we want to do is we want to strengthen our forces. Any mercenaries we can grab?
Yes, my lord.
No mercenaries.
Your will, my lord.
No. Strengthen the army. There we go. Into there. So that's just added, you know, a whole bunch of mass, basically. Troops I can send in to do something. They've got good armor as well. So, you know, missing the Dwarven Chainmail. They survive a little bit longer. Let's have a look at the situation here
To
then.
battle.
If we... Oh, 2 ladders. Didn't quite get through. If we assault. They've only got 3 defenders. Okay, I think we do it. I thought they'd have, like, 8. I've been used to... I've been used to settlements that get all these 3 defenders. Capitals. Only the 3. I don't think they have an armory yet then. Maybe they'd have 6 if they had the armory. We'll have to see once we get in there. But we'll definitely be occupying. I think an auto-resolve is risky. You know, I hate the auto-resolve. It says I should win, right? It says I should win. I got 2 to 1. I've got a better general than them. This is an auto-resolve. It should win. You know what? I'm not even shameful about this. I'm happy to lose when it's fair and square. I just want to save some time here. It's not a custom city, so no, that's stupid. Okay.
Rally to
Like, there's
me,
no
men.
way that's
We must regroup.
it's not a custom city. I'll fight it. I'll fight it. We'll win. You know, I'm not a save scummer. Happily lost my general when he died. A custom general, unfortunately. And if I played this battle and I lost it, I'll lose it fair and square. But in the essence of just seeing if we can save some time for a bit of whatever battle. Just a time-consuming battle, that's all it is. Because we'll have to go around the different ways and split them apart and...
Units, await my orders.
So what are we looking at? So we got a main gate here that goes through to the right into the square. It's ballista towers, of course, it's Mistrand. So we have a secondary gate over here. So we'll definitely go for that. And that's a clean run straight through. If we did have to dip right, because sometimes you do, it's a long way around, but then it's back up here. In this gate, it's straight through. If we had to dip left, it's actually a little bit, I mean, get off the street. And that leads through to the center as well. Actually, this gives us a little more tactical options going through this gate. Going to the right is a bit of a death trap. It just leads back around to there. But I feel like this is where our main assault wants to be. Because we have some more options with where we can go. We can sort of fight something here and nip some guys down the edge and get down this little corridor. So what we want is the lads who we don't care about on the battering rams, which is these. This is why I brought them into the army. I brought them into the army for this purpose. You archers, where are you? One of you, you're going in here. Okay. Another one, you're going over here. Let's draw some attention this way. And over there. And then who's the next unit we don't care about as much? Probably these lads, yeah. So that's that. This one. Onto this, get over this way. You'll be going into here. Hopefully the rams don't burn. Cav. Not much use. But I will put a cav on each side. You never know when you just need someone to sort of charge in. Try and bust some heads. Just use a bit of mass. So you come to this side. I will put the privateer cav, probably the best of them, even though there's not many of them left, out on this flank, because that's the flank I might try and get through. And then the DaC cav can just sort of chill in the middle. Okay, archers, otherwise.
Pick up your bows, countrymen.
It's a bit hard for you guys because you can't really shoot anything. I might even just split you up a little bit. I'll just leave the Athala Rangers and the Hearthguard here. That's gonna wait here. Let's put two of you over on this side, and they might even just be used to charge in. You know, siege battle, you got to get in there. All hands, you know, all hands, get in there, and you can go out on this flank. Rip. You two stay here. Okay, next up, we've got ladders on the exteriors. Actually, get on a ladder. Get on up here. Probably on the other side though, over here. On a ladder. And then that leaves this guy over here. Can you grab a ladder as well? Nope. Go over to here. Ladder, 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 ladder. Get on the ladder. Okay. Once again, I'd probably prefer you on this side because we don't want to be going back to this side. We don't have to running around this way. Just leads us back to this center choke point. Oh, there is a road here actually. There is a road there. But still, the back side of the castle is where there's less likely to be troops. So let's go for that. Okay, so then we want to have some troops in the front to kind of throw in just to hold some units in place, you know? So that'll be these two. You're here to hold the units in place. Not necessarily win anything, just hold what's here, because our main assault, we want one of these and one of these lads, and probably the dwarves out on this flank where our main assault's going. And if we go back to the middle, we grab definitely another billman and probably the good draughts. Come out over this side. And then what's left in the middle? One unit of swordsmen. You can wait here. You might need to... I might have a good unit in the front here. In case we need to... If there's an opportunity. I think that's about it. So let's now merge. So we go... That's the front. We then want this side of grouped together. And then we want this side grouped together. Alright, so we got 3 little groups grouped together.
Archers.
In there. Where are the troops at? Can you come a little further along? Get up over here. Where are you? Okay, get further along. Go like down here. Okay. Okay. Throwing the kitchen sink at us. They still have some units in the middle. Wowzers. Oh! These guys look slick. That's the upgraded garrison for like the eastern factions. Wow. They look, I mean, look at the twirls on the spears, the ribbons on the spears. They look sick, man. Holy, they look like they're gonna mince me. They look much better than my garrison units. Woo! Okay, that's they look really good. Okay, moving forward. And out to the side. So they do have troops on all the gates, unfortunately. Actually, the front gate is where there's the least resistance, it looks like. Ladders are going all the way over. Come on, just don't burn them. Get in it. Let's go. Keep moving. Keep moving. Okay, ladders are going right to the flank. Okay, get right around. Get like all the way over here. We can start kind of like get up and around. Now, if they're not on the deck, these are the Udesh Marines. They're going to throw some grenades. Looks like they're moving troops out. They're moving troops to my main attack position. Okay, what about the front? Oh, okay, that's not good. Wow, that's where they didn't have anyone defending either. Okay. Okay. So our ram is burnt at the front. Why is it my rams always burn? Ugh. Okay, so looks like they're really defending hard on the left side. You know what? I just want to leave you in loose formation. Stay here. Just to keep that general here, honestly. And also just keep the fire of the arrows. So then we want to move our main other troops then around to this flank. Run to there. along with the 2 archers. Go over to here. Okay. Okay, we're in, sort of. Ladders up to the walls. Let's go.
The battering ram is in place. It'll not be long before our enemy's defenses fall.
Some of these sick-looking dudes. What are their stats? I just want to see what their stats are. 9, 5, and 14. And they look better than 9, 5, and 14. I mean, 9, 5, and 14 isn't bad.
The ladders are now in place. Walls are no match for the valor and force of our arms.
Desh Marines. Gedge Marines.
Men of Dale, it is time.
Let's move up. Let's get engaged. Send forward our armor piercings.
Men of Dale, as you were. Axes, archers.
Hold here. They're moving all the way around, hey. They came all the way around. Okay. Other way. Can we get some units up? We gotta get some units up here. Let's go.
The battering ram has done its work.
Okay. And we go. Come this way too. Okay, get in, engage, engage, engage. Get in, go engage, go. Go. No, just fight, just fight, just fight. You guys are up on the wall. You kind of need to get someone to the middle.
Our soldiers have proved their worth today.
Make them pull back.
The enemy's walls belong to us now.
Get in, get in, get in. Go, go, go. Just stand there, get in there. You guys can fight. Through to the middle. Can we get the cav through to the middle as well? Get to the town square. Need to engage them long enough on the edges so we can capture the middle. You guys are just getting... Oh my goodness, you're getting roasted. Run. Run. Just try and make them use their ammunition. Oh, they're getting grenaded. I feel bad for you lads. I'm sorry. Okay. Push forward, push forward, push forward. Okay, for that. Get to the middle, get to the middle. How are we going out on this side? All you guys, fight them.
Very much in our favor. Victory will be ours.
Fight them. You can do it, lads. Kill them. Kill them. Cav won't really help getting in there. Okay, get down. Around here, go.
Our men are in command of the city.
Okay, that might start drawing them back. Yeah, Alex, right. Is this multiplayer? I just topped on. No, it's not. It's not multiplayer, mate. This is a single-player campaign. Okay, so they have their general probably be coming back from this direction. If we're gonna block anyone, it'll be over here. Privateer axe over to this side. Occupying the middle at the moment. Pushing in on this gate. They're holding really well, eh? And we do have our billmen in there. Spears. Spears against spears. They look very, very strong. Okay. Kind of... I know we have the ladders over here. Can we send one of them over here to the ladders? Go on to there. Bring you further around so you're sort of in position if need be. Get in there. We don't want to send the general anywhere where there's ballista shots because that's just, you know, you can't insta die. Okay, so let them fight there.
If we continue like this,
into it.
we will
Keep
smash
going.
the
Get to the middle. We need troops in the middle so we can defend it. Can we get archers over to here? Fire into their rear. That should break that side. Where are their other units? Oh, they have a unit over here. They're making their way around the hunters. And I think they'll start pushing back to the center. Yeah, with these troops. So I said, I just left them here to make them think there was a threat when really there's no threat at all. That was the intention. We want to hold them out. Archers come around. Forces at the moment are just capping the town square. It's a single player campaign, yeah mate. It's Medieval 2. Medieval 2 Total War. This is a Divide and Conquer mod. So it's a Lord of the Rings mod for Medieval 2. Fire into them. Put some additional pressure on just with weight of numbers. It might make them break. We'll send them to the ladders just in case. You know, it's not particularly necessary. Go over there. Let's go. Let's go. Archers firing. Can you fire in? You're like right there, right? Fire. You have a clean line of sight? Yeah, that's pretty good. Yes, tear them up, tear them up, tear them up, tear them up. That's right. 9 minutes on the capture point. You're over here, get in there. Got our dwarves ready to hold this flank as well against their troops coming back in. Oh, they actually went the long way around. Oh yeah, that's good for us. And where's this unit going? They are now coming. That's okay, we can hold them. Hold them back. How's the billman going on this side? They're sort of trading evenly. That's okay, we're fine for them to go through. I think I got here at the right time. Yeah, we're in the middle of a battle at the moment. Where's my troops? No, Cav already sent through. What's this over here? Marines. So that archer unit is decimated, I'm guessing. Where is it? Oh no, they lived. Okay, keep coming around, keep coming around. Get around to there. Just run all along the wall. So we'll need to block them from being back in there. Only archers, so should cut through them pretty easily. The dwarves will be needed on this side because those Udesh Marines are coming. Where are they at? Yeah, they're almost back to the square. Have we cleaned this side out yet? Oh no, hold up, there's more. Actually, probably... Are you still shooting or not? Can you still fire there? Maybe? Yeah, still just keep shooting. I think that's much better than you going to melee. You're up. You get over to here because I'm going to need you to recharge the... recharge this unit. Don't let them get in. Go. Can you guys just get in there as a force? Same with you, the Cav. Don't care, just stop them from getting back into the capture point. Because we win in 6 minutes 37 if we can hold them off. Okay, get down off the walls. Need a flanking force here. They've sent their general back over to here. Privateer Axeman. Gonna be a tough hold. Just have to hold a little bit longer. If we can win this flank over here. Keep firing. Yep, keep firing in, keep firing. We're hitting them in the rear. Yeah, that's it. Point blank volleys. Keep the shots coming. Keep reloading. Nice. Okay. So we're just using weight of numbers here at the moment to hold them in. You get over here. Shoot into their rear. Shoot into the rear. It'll be your revenge. Okay, bring the axemen around. Keep them coming. What about this side? Are we lost over here? It's pretty even still. Pretty even. Keep chopping them up. Chopping them up. Got nothing else really left to bring in. What's this over here? Okay, so you now can run around. Run to this gate. Yeah, you're here. Fire. Fire. Point blank. Get into him. Give it to him. Give it to him. How are we going over here? These guys look really good, these Eastern garrison units. I mean, they look really good, but they die even better, you know? We're still taking shots from the ballista towers here, which is what's doing probably most of the damage. That's why we've got to clear them out. Okay. It's probably the main spot now. Where are those axemen? Come on, get down here. Go. Clean them up. How are we going out on this flank? Privateer Axemen are holding. That's all they need to do at the moment. I mean, they might even win. They are armor piercing. Get into them. Go. If I get a unit to flank around there. 38 Adesh Marines left. Yeah, the dwarves are in amongst them. Get in there, dwarves. I think we got them. And then let's just charge in with the axes. Give them another volley. But the axes get in there. They're routing. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Hold, hold, hold. Don't let them get through. Don't let them get through. Don't let them get through. Yeah, they're all done. Right. You, dwarves, get back over here. Assist with that. Block that entryway if we lose on that flank. Can we send archers? I think we're actually going to win. Yeah, I think we're going to win that side as well. Look, we've got them. We've got them. Get into here, get into here. Everyone in. Dwarves, get over here. Okay, and we're cleaning up this side as well. This side's done. There's just the 2 units left, 2 spots left. Everyone into the center. Get away from the towers. Not where you want to be. Obviously, our general is nice and safe out here. And it comes your way, you can fire.
Good tidings.
Their general
The
goes
enemy
down.
general lies dead.
And the capital of Mistrand will be ours. General's fallen.
Ready, men?
Okay, speed it up. Nothing much left here now. Ah, nice. Just sit here and watch this as we're waiting for the clock to tick down. Artemin,
The enemy
Twain.
army flees
Nice.
the field. Pursue
They
and
routed.
run them down.
Oh, how many do we heal? So we lost 33%.
Be awed by the victory we
5%.
have won here today.
Our army is getting low on numbers. It's getting real low on numbers. The Billman took the brunt there. That Billman on that left flank. But we did use our sort of militia we just threw over here. Got them in the mix as well. So we have 1,700 units to hold. Most kills. Billman 143. The Axeman 235. Absolutely ripped in. Ripped in. Okay. Now, I think what we should do is clean up all these little forces before they can combine into a larger force. We definitely wish to occupy because this is a big settlement. Turn taxes down. We're just, even with Prince Brand in there, we're just holding public order. Now, we will want to immediately build. There's no garrison. Yeah, we immediately want to build the standing stones. 1 turn, get that built. Oh, they must have the Tent of the Khan. Building costs reduced by 5% globally. That's nice. Meeting hall. Barracks. Of course, we can't get the units yet because we don't have the culture, so we get the standing stones up first. Cavalry. Inns fully built. Roads are done. Bazaar. Plus the trading plaza. Oh, mate, this is going to be rich. Armorer. And we've got the Mason's Guild House completed with shipwright and a merchant's wharf. Hey, that's really good. That's a huge take for us. Yeah, look at that income just jump just from taking that. Obviously, we get the trade now as well. Trading more with Dorwinian and around the Sea of Rune. We've got 4 settlements on the Sea of Rune now. When we get these going, money, money, money. But I think the smart play now is to go after these 3 little armies. At least 2 of them probably, because look at this. There are larger forces of Rune that we have not yet dealt with that have been fighting Dorwinian over more westerly. So we need to be able to stabilize this before
Ships
then.
ready.
So that means
Set sail.
getting these troops across here. We do have those recruiting this turn. So let's take them out then.
Your orders, my lord.
Ooh, do we
As you
really have
command,
that?
we
few-
have triumphed.
Oh, because of, hang on,
Your will, my lord.
you fought.
My lord.
Come
By
back
your
in.
command.
I was gonna
Yes,
say, why
my
is my movement range so small? Because those 4 came in. So we don't have those 4 actually. They're just sitting in here.
Your orders, my lord.
We shall
Captain
engage.
Bayen. Okay, we'll take them out. There is the Allied Dragon Riders. They're the biggest issue.
We attack.
We can get rid of 2 of these little forces. That'd be good, and then make it back into the city. We definitely want to make it back into the city. Oh, nice little hill for us to stand on here. That's good. So make sure we're within range of the Athala Rangers. First up,
Be vigilant, yeomen.
and you can see it was important that we had a reasonably high tier army here, because we pushed through multiple. So this is 3 battles. This is the 4th battle in the last 2 turns that we're pushing through. And the army have taken considerable losses. Gotta really use the cav here. Okay, yeah, probably just put them down here.
Units march.
Some more sort of onto a flank.
We are here to protect our lands. Men of Dale. Forward, heavy infantry. Get ready, we are here to protect
Them onto a
our
flank.
lands.
This. Okay.
We are here to protect our lands.
Okay, so we're kind of protecting our archers a little bit
Dale, it is time.
with our anti-cav. Let's see where they're at. Are they coming to us? Are we going to them? Like we're going to them, unless we charge them. I might get them moving. Let's see if we can't provoke a little bit of action with the cav, because I like my little hill that I'm on. I want them to come to us if at all possible. So let's just get our cav lined up, see if we can't get them interested in coming over. Balchos tribesmen, if they throw their going straight in. I mean, my guys never get the opportunity to throw fast enough, but let's see. See if they do. Mine always seem to be just about to throw, and then the cav hits the line. Okay, they're lining up. Yeah, about the same as what I get, actually. Okay, it's a good charge. Into the crossbows as well. Beautiful charge. Okay, pull out. Is that getting some movement? Are we? Oh, yo. We're getting some movement, all right. Don't engage that cav. Don't engage that cav. Are they coming at us? I think we got them enough. We pique their interest just enough. Pull back behind the line. Lay down to ×2. Okay, Thala Rangers are in range. And we want to shoot at the Baltroth Yeomen. They're the biggest issue. Don't worry too much about them. Only 60 crossbows left, so they don't have a lot of packing power anymore. We'll go for the melee units first. You switch onto the Dragon Riders. 3 of you go for that. The Dragon Riders. Engage them. Hit them. Hit them. We've got 3 units on the Balchos Spearmen. Got a couple of volleys coming in against the Cav. That's what we want to fire at. We can Stop that charge. Stop that charge. Yeah. Change targets. Get across some of them.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Those.
The enemy are
1,
badly
2,
bloodied.
3.
They have lost
Change
half their
targets.
men.
Change targets. Okay, how many of those are left? 21. They're routing. Okay, can we just send... Okay, bring the cav around. I think they'll come back, but for now that's okay. Okay, so can we go 1, 2, 3, 4, fire into those hunters. You as well. It's a clear target. Take him out. Here's this cav. It's coming back again. Thought so. Can we switch over there? Fire into that. Get them on the flank. If we can't catch out these archers a little bit. Okay, that's routed 1.
Never again! Will the land of my
Back.
people fall into enemy hands?
Like that. Yeah, the remaining crossbows. Go, go, go. G'day, Whom STNTVE. Welcome in. First time chat, welcome to the channel. I'm EPM. I do Total War, I do Dota 2.
Behold how our cowardly foe runs. It's time. Be awed
Little bit
by
of
the
Northgard,
victory we have won here
as well.
today.
We are doing our Dale campaign today in Divide and Conquer Total War, which is a mod for Medieval 2. 150 kills on the Dale Cav. Nice. That's what we want. Just be able to clear up these little forces before they can combine together. I think there will be a spawn stack comes in. I'm pretty sure with...
Glory, honor, victory.
Pretty sure with the Easterlings they get a spawn stack when we take Mistrand. Pretty sure they do. Starting to burn out and play Medieval 2, so I'm watching someone who hasn't burnt out. Yeah, I get the feeling. I know what
Yes,
you're
my
talking
lord.
about.
Your orders, my lord.
So, take out this army as well, yep. So we should have enough movement to get back. Let's just see.
As
They
you
will
command,
retreat. No, we're not going to have
we
enough.
have triumphed.
We will
Yes,
not
my
have
lord.
enough movement to get back in.
Your orders, my lord.
So, we'll just go back.
With honor.
It's only barely holding public order. See what we can get together here then. I think retraining mercenaries will be about the best we can do. There's no way station here, so... Yeah, we can get the Privateer Cav. Get them. Probably the Ravenian Spearmen. None of these will... This is just armor or weapons upgrades. Okay, we've taken Mistrand. We're actually going to be making some money next turn. We can get more troops over. Feeling pretty happy about all that. There could be a lot of forces coming this way. Really, yeah. This is still a border, though. We've got to be concerned about this. This we have to defend as if it is a border. Even though Mistrand is now in the front, we're still bordering down here, so they can just run straight past Mistrand and go for Elgair, which is going to be not as well defended. I think our fast actions have really taken the pressure off Gwinian and off Erebor. Now Erebor don't have a border with Easterlings at all. Yes, this is what I'm talking about. They can just go straight past Mistrand. This is why I was concerned about making sure I got the military garrison up in Elgair first before we moved out. Right. Gornag. What do you got, Gornag? He's got some trolls. Mirkwood Urks. But apart from that and just the general, I guess Uruk Slayers are pretty good. They're like the higher tier armor piercing unit. They're just upgraded version of Maulers. 6, 5, and 5 as opposed to 8, 6, and 13. They're just a better version of Maulers. But the Trolls, they're probably the main target here because they will beast through our Westron defenders. It shouldn't be a concern. Not with all our Athala Rangers. And they don't have any siege equipment, so we can stand up on the walls and pretty much go to town. Okay, so we want one. We know the setup. We've done it before. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, hold fire, defensive. King's shields we hold back because we have to replenish them. So they're held back along with the general. Hold on to his ammunition in case we need it for something in particular, such as shooting trolls, perhaps. Yeah. Go to this side and we'll set you up in a moment. Oh yeah, we'll set you up. Along this side and come over a little bit. You know, there's a speedrun of a grand campaign that lasts less than a minute. Well, how's that even possible? Like, without, is that like using cheats? Like, you can't win in under a minute. Trolls. They're out of range? They'll be just out of range. They'll move into range in a second. They'll probably, for the time being, just fire at the Maulers and go for them. Okay, now that they're in range, just switch. Trolls are definite priorities. In fact, I might even get 2 to fire into it. You 2 fire in, take out those trolls, and everyone else, let's pick some really nice targets. Definitely the Uruk Slayers, that's 1, and you go for probably just the Maulers. Kill those trolls. Yeah, hopefully they stand amongst some other units so we can kill them as well. Come on, bring them down. Trolls are the main issue here. I might start switching. Keep shooting them. They need to die.
The enemy are battering down the gates.
10. Yeah, stand in amongst your other units. That's what we want. That's what we want. How are we going over here? Yeah, should be doing a pretty good job taking out these lads. That's the bodyguard, actually. Can we take out the bodyguard?
The enemy's ram has breached the gates.
I haven't taken down those trolls yet. Actually, you know what? Everyone, hurt those trolls. How are they not dead yet? Yeah, they must be pretty low on HP. Blow down.
The enemy have the walls. To our defense, or all will be lost.
If a few make it in, that's okay, as long as not too many.
If we continue like this, we will smash
Bring them down. Bring them down. Come on, Rangers. There goes another one. Another one. One more. One more. One more. Okay, let him go. Let him go. Change targets. Go for these ones here. How can we go? Groups will hold. Take them out. Players. Fire in, keep firing. Okay, lads, you got some heavy lifting to do this battle because we have to focus via the trolls and not the other ones. Keep firing. Bring them down. Making sure we keep picking good targets, so you can go for him. Go for these marauders. Hunters. You go hunters, and you go for the archers. Good. That's a nice
The
target
enemy are
set.
badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
These lads are pretty good with the armor and weapon upgrades, the XP, these little garrison units. I mean, doing a grand campaign in less than a minute. I'm assuming you're talking about on just base Medieval 2, just vanilla. Because victory conditions normally require you to have certain amount of settlements. So you must be talking about an exploit then. So there's an exploit which breaks the game entirely. If the total foreign amount and the regular tribute is set to a certain amount, calibration for how fair a trade is rolls over into a negative amount. Yeah? Yeah, I'm aware of the negative integer exploit. Not that I use it. But how does that translate into winning a grand campaign in less than a minute? Because you still have to go take settlements. It doesn't matter how much gold you have. Just hold the ammunition on these guys a little bit. Just hold ammunition. That's pretty good job, lads. 75% of them are gone. Keep fighting them back. I think we'll put them around to this flank, because that's the flank that's looking the least wrong. Then move anyone back further here, we shoot them. We still have just a couple of arrows left. Move to there. I mean, this is just a brawl now. Mirkwood Uruks in the front. They do have still some Uruk Slayers left over, which means our lads won't fight as well against them. Okay, run back a little bit. I'll shoot you. Run back. The general will be in amongst them here as well somewhere. The last thing we want is for them to get a corner on us here. We still got a lot of units here fighting. I kind of just want to leave them out for the time being, so they remain fresh, because these guys are fighting, they're winded and tired, so we'll just leave them fresh until we have one layer here, and then we'll probably get stuck in. We'll probably speed it up a bit. I actually like watching the fighting sometimes, you know. Times 2 is a nice compromise. At 81%. Yeah, we're still holding firm, man. These Westron defenders, hey, gotta love them. They might not look as grand as those defenders in Mistrand, but man, they do a good job. They don't look the part, but they damn well fight the part. Get in. We're starting to lose that flank. Anyone further out?
Keep it down.
Excuse me? They just throw a bloody axe at us? That must be the general's bodyguard in there somewhere. Just throwing an axe at us. That's a little bit not called for. Did you kill anyone? He did too! One axe. I mean, lads, you gotta hold your shields up. Base game, shorting campaign. Use the exploit to buy all of France's cities, takes Paris and Scotland's only city. And the exploit is used again to make Holy Roman Empire vassal states, so its cities add to the required territories. Yeah, that still requires a lot of clicking. I'm still, even if you did all that, you take Paris and Scotland's only city. So in the England campaign, are you within marching range of Scotland on the first turn? An auto resolve is typically pretty bad for attacking a city. I don't know if you can auto-resolve turn 1, unless it's on, like, easy difficulty. I don't know. It just seems a bit, like, yeah, a bit whatever. The bodyguard. Fight for them. He's going to make, yeah. Oh, we got general. They should rout pretty easily now. Yeah, we're fighting to the death. Nice. You two, you think you boys are getting away? You're going to get some... Get some arrow fire on the way out. Get it up.
We await your command. We await your command.
Be watchful.
We await your command.
Okay, be out there. Let's go. Finish him off. So that last troll must have made it in, but he must have died pretty much instantly.
Behold how our
Very
cowardly
good.
foe runs. It's time to press the attack. The enemy are utterly vanquished.
Very nice.
This is a great victory worthy of only the mightiest of generals.
434 for one Othala. That's actually pretty impressive. These must have been the ones that were firing at the trolls. I was going to say, because we spent a lot of ammunition just shooting at the trolls instead of firing at infantry. But the Westron defenders still punching well above their weight here. 280, 275. Looking really nice. So glad I got the military garrison here. I ignored the RTS battles in this game for way too long. I mean, isn't that part of the whole Total War experience? I mean, I love the grand campaign. I love building things. You know, campaign map. I love it. I love building structures. I love getting my more money from my cities. I love seeing those numbers get bigger. No, Edoras has been taken. I love all of that. But man, I also love to see my men just fighting it out. Just going hammer and tong. Fighting back the enemy. Mistrand's been overrun. The sorrow now covers every single face of men of Rune. But they fought in vain. The capital, once a place of trade and a powerful military haven, has now been overrun by its enemies. That's me. I'm its enemies. Those who defended it died in terrible circumstances. I mean, it wasn't too bad. And the few who escaped can now tell to their fellow men and loved ones what fate they might have met if they hadn't survived. A lesson has been learned by the Easterlings this day. Damn straight. We always seem to have good news and bad news. Edoras has fallen. Now, did they get a stack? Maybe not. Maybe they don't get a stack when we take Mistrand. It's just when they get down to below 3 settlements. These lads are still pushing on. So can we retrain, recruit, anything? We do have a unit of Ravenian Gutrorts in here now, so that significantly strengthens this. Culture is slowly climbing. I'd love to get a tomb here. Get that going a little faster, but I don't really have the money at the moment. We'll see what we can get done this turn. We'll probably go after those lads. Installed. I was pretty young when I first played this game. I recall the PC being too slow as well. Ah, that's a... Dude, I am 100% with you there. I remember buying so many games as a kid, and I remember buying it, and I'd go home and look at my dad's computer, and I'd be like, well, guess I can't play this until, you know, Dad upgrades the computer another 3 years' time. Yeah, I'd just sit on the shelf and I'd read the little information booklet about it. Like 100 times before I actually got to play it. Resguard. Ports. We want ports. Okay, so we've done all the ports, we've done all the roads. And now we can start working on trading posts. Please. What is up? Look at this. Look at all my little docks. Ports up, roads up. Probably just a standing stones. We haven't got anything here. Actually. Hold up. Hold up. What did we stop? What else did we queue up this turn? Come on. I'll get something in Mistrand. Let's get the militia garrison. Just so we have that building. Okay, so we go back to Elgair. Let's get a tomb. We don't need that this turn, really. But if the grain exchange. Change my mind on it. Should be making a good chunk next turn. Yeah, we're making almost 8k. That's exceptional for us. There's another army getting close.
Orders.
To
Your
this.
will, my lord. Orders.
Train those two. Perfect. Everyone's still chilling out in free upkeep. Do we have a mission at the moment? Talk to... Let's do that.
Yes, my lord.
They want trade. We have trade rights for the trade peoples.
You would speak of something more? This bodes poorly for our future.
Mission success, 300 gold. I'll take it.
Yes. Tomorrow's
have to go around
journey
this way.
planned out. I shall continue tomorrow.
I think this is all just... we can probably merge
Yes,
now.
my lord.
My lord.
And retrain for some better armor. Definitely the 2 frontline units. Give them some better armor. Number of things just push me to pursue the macroeconomics instead. Now I depend on RTS battles because I've done plenty of save scumming enough to know that Resolve is a liar and in conspiracy with the enemy. Yes, this is true. Resolve is in conspiracy 100% with the enemy. Okay. Don't know if we can afford that next turn. I think we need to build some structures next turn. So let's get that unit over to here.
Leaving the boat.
Oh, you can't get in?
I will not waste words on
Go
you.
behind the back.
As you wish. We can go no further today.
Orders. Your will, my
By your command.
That was a little bit
March to
sloppy.
exhaustion,
Could have at least had them on the same
continuing
square.
later.
So that'll be at least a couple of units to back up Elgair. I think we've got enough holding here. Just, maybe. It's scrappy. It's scrappy units. So I want to get the garrison up as fast as we can. Now can we...
I will not waste words on you.
They're going to retreat to like here. Let's see. Let's see if we can take this guy out. No, we can't. Go back.
We have triumphed.
I guess we could have sent a
will
smaller
not waste
force and they
words
might
on
not have retreated. That was the play, actually. The play was send a smaller force, so they wouldn't retreat, and then we would be able to get back. If we'd chased after them, we wouldn't be able to make it back in the Mistrand. Leicester seems to have a lot of generals and troops over here. Now we can actually send our spies. This spy needs to stay here to keep an eye on Elgair, but this one can head a little further south.
Approaching
We get Mataram.
Approaching quietly.
What do they got down here? No general, but Mataram is a very, very rich settlement. That's probably where we're going to take next. We can push an army down to Mataram and hold these two as a front. This is actually bordering Cand as well, so need to be a little bit careful about that. They could turn on us. Well, not turn on us, but just declare war on us. If we go to Lest, that would mean that Mistrand, Lest, and Elgair are all still borders. So we want to swoop down here next. Minimize our borders as much as possible. That'll be our next target. Once we get a little bit of eco going again, because build a few structures, then we can start building some more infantry again. What about, are there any elites? I do want those Athala Rangers. Anytime we can get Athala Rangers, I'm keen on recruiting them. every turn that they let us have Mistrand without trying to take it back, we get stronger. Just consolidate ourselves a little bit more, a little bit of culture turns over, closer to getting the militia garrison structure up. I think they are really just preoccupied with Darwinian. Okay, so they're sending something over. Ooh, I think we'll take that on the field. The general, so it's a nice pick. And it's a smaller army. It's only really the big armies we need to wait it out in the city. Okay. Hold off on that for the time being. Osgiliath's under attack. Yeah, well, Gondor and Rohan are gone, basically, from the information I'm getting. Blockade less, get 1250 gold. For, at least one turn? Oh yeah, I'll do that.
Ships ready.
Absolutely, we can go ahead and do that.
Set sail.
We'll blockade less for one turn and get
Blocking
1250 gold.
access to their port. Your will, my lord, my lord. Yes.
Into that. Yeah, I'd love to get these structures going, eh? 10,000 next turn, currently. Elgeir, anyone can retrain and give him better armor. We'll probably take this little battle and then we'll retrain for some armor. Northmen are really good governors. They're not particularly good fighters, but they're good governors. They get additional trade, additional acumen. Ports up and running. Nice. Look at this. It's so good. So we want roads as well. All this trade up and down here now and out into the Sea of Rune. It's just money plus. Oh, to think we started with we were bankrupt when we started this campaign. And that's part of the campaign of Dale, of course, but we were bankrupt. So let's just take this little fight here. Clear them out.
Marching to war.
Captain Ulrak. We have you say we don't have any cav left. This is the 2 cav that have stayed alive all the way through. You thought you were going to get out of battle. You thought you were going to go home and see your families again? Maybe you still will. You got to survive. These 2 Dale cav. Could write an epic story about these 2 cav. They managed to survive through thick and thin. Imagine if one of them dies now. Oh, I'd be tempted to disband them and send them back. No, I wouldn't do that. You're here. You got to fight. Can we wait till it's not raining? At least a little brighter. That's a bit better.
Units,
Alright.
await my orders.
So we have a couple of archers, but not really much to write home about.
Units,
Like one archer. Yeah, there's one archer in this unit. It's actually, this is more of a, oh, I mean, these units have the same stats as them, but it looks like more of a melee unit than an archer unit. The 2 hero cav, they alive. And bandits. Gee, the bandits are our captain. That can't serve well, does it? I mean, I guess if you're the captain of this army, you'd want to be near the bandits, you know? Make sure they stay in line. Don't do anything they shouldn't. Okay, the good Drults, you can be the front line, nice and strong. And then on the flanks,
Rise up, men of Dale! Men of Dale! Forward, archers of Dale!
hold up here.
Move out!
Righto. Bring him in. Hunters. Don't really care about these hunters, honestly. Once these other guys are in range, we'll shoot at them. The Dragon Guard are the main issue. Don't skirmish. Let's start working around our flanking force. Which targets? Go over to here. That's a line. Let them have it. Cav, you gotta get involved. Don't think you get shielded from the battle. Charge in. Let him have it. Okay, where are you, Cav? Over here and try and hit these lads. Try and break these Daratar warriors with a little bit of a charge
continue
here.
like this, we will smash the enemy. Only half our men have slain
Oh, did he
the
die?
enemy general. Without him, his troops will lose their will to fight.
Oh, one went down. I wonder if he heals. Oh
The
no.
enemy army flees the field.
Chase him.
Pursue and run them down.
Don't let me get away. Firing. Firing. Keep firing. Keep firing. Keep firing. We have one Cav. Chase him, mate. Chase him. What are you doing? Chase them! Run over them. Nice, 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 nice. Run over them, run over them. Run them over, run them over. Come on. More, more, more. Get in amongst them. Go. There's only one of you, but you got to do this. Go chase him down. Come on. Come on, go, go. Maybe turn around, go for these ones. Get him from the front. Go, go. Come on. No! Quit them! It's because he's the flag bearer. I think he keeps like pulling up. No, come on. Ah,
This is a clear victory.
Did the other one survive? Where is he? Dale Cav. 0 healed! No! Oh, he's died. He lost 9 experience. You know what? I might just retire you, you know? I might just retire you. He's lost all his experience. He's lost his hope. They thought for so long that the two of them were going to make it back to their hometown. Go see their, you know, return to a hero's welcome. But now he's going to have to go home carrying the body of his friend, you know.
No victory in your name, my lord.
Where is he? He's already gone. He went. I gave him leave. He didn't desert. I gave him leave. He could leave. Oh, the Cav. They've served their purpose. That was my starting Cav unit that I had in the campaign. It lasted 82 turns.
Yes, my lord.
Your will, my lord.
I respect you.
Yeah, you're dying. You're a general.
As you command.
Yeah, you're gonna stand and fight. Of course you are. You think you can win. Yeah, so your main line is trash. Just the Dragon Riders and the general. Done a bit ourselves with.
We attack.
We see a general, we have to take it out. You don't want to let the other forces hook up with the general. Particularly for city defenses. Generally, city defenses, the general's like a cav unit and they just run in and die, and then the main army routes pretty easily. If it's an actual general, they'll be a lot harder to pick off. So you want to make sure you get them while they are having a lack of units.
Keep your heads up.
On this hill. Okay, lads. Give it to them. You guys do not run away. I mean, yeah, probably just make a main line of them. And then we'll protect the flanks with some spears and some axemen. That's it. This is our army. I mean, when you look at it like this, it's really pretty light on. This is why I'm happy to try and take a little few smaller battles. We don't have much left here. Are they actually running away? What do they have in the front here? Some archers? We could potentially get a little bit of a charge on them. Okay, let's send the cav out. Once again, we're not keen on leaving this hill. Okay, so could we go? Slow things down. Crossbowmen, hunters, hunters. See what we can do. Go, get in there. Go, go, go. This should be like, what are they at? 0%? Let's see what they are after this charge. If they don't pull them back here, they're going to take a brutal charge. Right into the cab, right into the archers. Right up and down the front line, and... Blah, blah.
The battle is very much in
so
our
what do we get?
Victory will be
20%.
ours.
20% for 2% off the charge. Pull back again. Pull back, see what we can do. Is they coming after us? And yeah. Well, you don't put your archers unprotected, lads. What we take? 2%, yeah. Even after we pulled out. Okay, so let's just reevaluate. Line ourselves up. That didn't provoke them into coming at us. Like, we'll just charge again. Yeah, let's... So... Go for them. Go for them. Go for them. No. Don't clump up. Same here. We want a nice wide line when we hit them. Okay, hit him with a nice wide line. Let's go, take him out. Take a few shots on the way in, but that's okay. Get in there, lads. Go for it. Take him out. That was a less coordinated charge that time. Okay. And... yeah, pull out. 1, 2, 3. Get out of there, get out of there. Is that going to provoke them into action? We got an additional 13%. Lost 1% for it. That's good.
The battle is very much in our favour. Victory will be ours.
Days are coming. Okay, Cav, pull back this side. Let's go. They're sending their Cav out after us. Get behind the line. Archers.
Steady now.
Let them have it. Why aren't you firing? Fire at this damn Cav. That's the problem in the battle. Take them out. If we can reduce this number. Nice. Nice. Okay. So can we now switch our targets? Let's go. Nice. Give it to him. Are you in range of them? Yep. Go take out the general. Take out the Balchor Spears. Actually, everyone else, focus the Balchor Spears. You two hit the general. Make them hurt. Charge in.
The enemy are badly bloodied.
Take him
They
down.
have lost half their men.
Give it to him. Yeah, Black
we
Arrow's
continue
coming
like
in.
this,
Take
we
him
will
out,
smash
along with the
the
Athala range of volleys. That'll really make him hurt. Okay, Cav. Bring around again. Okay, we go for this. Take them out because the Cav's going to take these other guys in the flank. turn around, break those clansmen. Coming from the rear.
Never again! For the land of my
We hear Boromir aspiring us because, you know, we do. Never again will the lives of the lands of our people fall into enemy hands. Okay. Billman, turn and start doing armor piercing. You guys run around as well. Should be pretty much. Finish them off. Finish them off. That should have routed those. Okay, come back. Speed it up. And route. Nice.
Our men have slain the enemy general.
Very good.
Without him, his troops behold how our cowardly foe runs.
99%.
It's time to press the attack.
12.
This is a clear
10.
victory.
Lost 10%. We're down to 1,500 units. Now we can take all these really cost-effective fights, but at the end of the day, we're still losing troops.
No! Do not abandon your honor!
My
Please.
honor. I abandoned my honor long ago against you lads.
An honorable, glorious victory.
I love that. Do not abandon your honor. Execute. And then my general. An honorable, glorious victory.
Your orders, my lord.
It's like, yep, history is written by the victor.
With honor.
Retrain them again. I don't know. Do something. Help them in some way. We've changed this fort. It used to be a castle, like a stone fort. It's now just a little garbage wooden one. It's a shame. We just want to make the money next turn, spend it on eco again. It's been a little bit greedy, but you know, I love the greed. One turn on this, and we get the mission. I know
Yes,
you need
my
to go this
lord.
way.
My lord, without question.
Coming around.
If only I could.
Mataram has exceptional good mines, and just seems to be in a really good spot for trading. Gawinian's helping on the sea as well. And they just can't take back the sea at the moment. We've got too many ports. Any ports they have, ones that are blockaded as well, so very hard for them to get out and about. Because early on they were transporting a lot of their troops across to get to the front, but we stopped that. Put a stop to that. Okay, 1250 gold. There's still that
ready.
boat here? No, he went after him. That was the one they sank, I think. So back to here.
A fine day to sail.
We're retraining. Don't really know what I'm retraining here, but you know, go ahead. I think it's just armor. Go ahead. Okay, Vodka, welcome in. Blacksmith. Fleet. Oh, we can get armor upgrades on them. We'll just wait till we get the Dwarven Armor. Do it once. Okay, we don't have enough gold though. We don't have enough gold though to do it now.
What do you want?
Must have spent all that gold, eh? Roads, we didn't get the roads going here, but pretty much everywhere else is building. Mason's Guild House here, 8,700. Yeah, it might just be a little bit eco. I mean, we started today's episode with a lot of battles.
Tomorrow's journey planned out.
5 or 6
I shall
battles in a
continue
row.
tomorrow.
But now I think might just be consolidating again. I don't really just want to spend money on getting more troops immediately. Much as getting down to Mataran would be great. I just want to stabilize here. I want to stabilize, probably get the military garrison up. It's probably a good marker. When we get the military garrison up, I think I'm sort of happy to start looking at pushing out in various directions again. Military, not militia. We've just got that done now. Because our eco is not snowballing yet. We have the potential to with this land now around the Sea of Rune, these 4 settlements. We're not out of control just yet. You're carrying bad news, Vodka? What's the bad news? I don't know when you say that. I feel like I don't know if you're being serious or not. CM will probably get nerfed next match. It's ironic because I haven't even been playing CM. I've kind of felt like CM wasn't that good. Really? My money's getting spent so quick. Blockade less? 1250? Yeah. We can do that. This is why I don't blockade it all the time, so I can just keep getting these missions. Blockade it, just keep farming missions.
Blocking access to their port.
Blockade it, get the mission, and then back off, go somewhere else, and then get the mission again. Devastation here must be slowly working out. Yeah, 671 we're losing here, and corruption's pretty big as well. Yes, retrain those. So immediately we want to get the military garrison, so that'll be 4 turns, and we won't start building it until next turn, so it's 5 turns effectively. So 5 turns on that. Yeah, get the trading post. Still just holding out here in Esgaroth. Yeah, we want to get the Dwarven Armor up. These 2 are our big cities. These are also where we get a lot of our unique units from. The Barons and the Earls come from Esgaroth and Dale. So that's why we're sort of focusing on getting armor up in Esgaroth, making sure we can recruit the high tier units. So we can, when we start building our high tier armies, they can come from there. You felt the same way at first, and then I got inspired by the pros. When the cause wanted to fight, she became very good. Okay, I'll have to start spamming again. I mean, you don't have to convince me to spam CM. I mean, that's the one thing you won't have to convince me to do. That's what I'm going to play tonight. When I'm playing Dota tonight, CM's coming out. It's coming back to the party. Yeah, I know. Don't tell me the win rate it has at the major. I don't want to know. That's the bad news that I'm not interested in, you know? Don't tell me that stuff.
My lord.
I can just see the nerf already.
Tomorrow's journey
CM now has
stopping here.
15 less move speed. It's like, come off it. We're already crawling. We're already moving at snail's pace. CM now doesn't get the nighttime bonus movement speed. Oh, that'd be the nerf, isn't it? That'd be the nerf. CM doesn't get nighttime bonus movement speed. Well, if I read that in a patch note, I'd be just like, what? What did someone do to the developer, you know? What did they do to you, Ice Frog? I think that's it. We're not really doing much else this turn. We're just building stuff at the moment, which I love doing. Look at all this trade. Oh, how much are we making? 9,000. Okay. I'm getting some big ticket buildings going, like the roads, the ports, you know, Mason's Guild House is coming in. We've got some big ticket items coming up on the docket here. Military garrisons are pretty expensive, you know. Now, we don't want Dorwinian to lose their capital. But if they did... well... no. That means we could take it. Mistrand, Merchant's Guild. Yes. Yes, I'll accept that. Chuck it in there. Merchant's Guild there. What I like to see. Watercledge and Arden and High Elves. Yeah, that's the fleet. Dale. Yeah, we got some more. Come into free upkeep. Into that.
As you wish.
Oh, General. Definitely grab him. Mistrand, any... I don't know. Oh, yeah, we're starting to get some of the low tier lads back for a training. That's the news you're carrying. Sam was one of the only ones with no nerf to her stun. Well, it's no. It was a nerf to stuns, not roots. It was a stunning development or something. CM doesn't have a stun. It's a root. Very different. Now, where are you going to? This is the governor here. You're coming down.
Yes, my lord.
Yes, down here does not have a governor. Elgair.
Making camp here.
On your bike. On your bike. Get moving. Yep, while you're there. Grab one of those. What mercenaries can you get? I think I will probably grab the sellswords and the cav on the way through, but that'll be it. Vodka, it's not a stun. People can still cast items, spells, while you're rooted. That's the only place for Carpus. Okay. Can I chuck you into here?
Your orders, my lord.
You're the governor. What can we get here? Yes, get the Dwarven Armourer. That's what I want. And then jump back in
my
here.
lord.
Then Berkalpus. Yeah, we got everything trade up orientated, so now we go back for farming. Good. I'm thinking we might. Yeah, I think we move our capital one more tile over. If we go one more tile over. So, if we look at it, our... okay. 8656. 8656. Now, obviously we're going to lose 150 here for changing, but I think... 8656. We change this to the faction's capital. Let's see. Yeah, 9148. So 865. Yeah, so that's about a 500 gold increase. Alright, so we're just slowly edging our capital a little bit more this way because we're getting money around the Sea of Rune now. We're actually making coins. So as I said, I think like one of these two is probably the end point of the capital. But yeah, for the time being, we're just slowly edging it across. Also learned something new yesterday. With CM Shard, you can blink. Yeah. Yeah. Moving the capital. Yeah, you can move the capital. Because, I'll tell you why that's impactful, Vodska. Someone who's keen on learning more about the intricacies of Total War. In Med 2, you can move it. Now, primarily, the one reason for that is cities further away from your capital make less money. No, not that they make less money. They get a reduction to money due to corruption for being so far away from the capital, like distance to capital. And they also get less public order for being so far away from the capital.
We stand vigil as the enemy.
Or is that just Rome
surrounds us.
1? That might just be in Rome 1. I'm not so sure about the second sentence, but definitely the first one. So yeah, you can move your capital, which is pretty much minimal. It's a minimal change. The only Western Osgiliath's been rebuilt. Hold up. Hold up. You're telling me refugees flooding into Mithlond from the attack on Harlon come with ill news. The attack on the Outer Haven was only the beginning. The enemy has a far greater and more elite force preparing for the final invasion of Mithlond. They will be here at the end of the season. Dude, High Elves looking in trouble. Okay, we definitely want to get the Master Merchants Guild, except...
Yes,
you're telling
my
me...
lord.
Look, get my War Diplomat over
Yes.
here. My War Diplomat.
As you wish.
So you're telling me
Without question.
that Gondor have lost Minas Tirith, they've lost Cairndroth, they don't have Eastern Osgiliath. As far as I know, they could have lost... They haven't lost Pelagia yet. They could have lost Karasast. But Western Osgiliath is standing firm with Steward Denethor. Denethor decided that he was not going to abandon the outer defenses. Steward Denethor, he said, no, we're not abandoning the outer defenses. He abandoned Minas Tirith, but he went to Western Osgiliath and he's been rebuilding it. He's rebuilt it, big walls, got some elite troops in here, and he's just hanging out in Western Osgiliath. Okay, sure.
My lord.
I'm a little bit surprised by this development, but you know.
Yes. As you wish. I shall continue tomorrow.
Okay, we're at 1250 from blockading. Now we'll go and chase down that ship. Where is
Ships
he?
ready.
No. You don't get to
Engaging
roam
the
the...
enemy fleet.
Now, this is the sort of one we'd lose, isn't it? Where'd he go to? A clear victory. Oh, we sank 2 ships? We just sank them. Just straight off the bat, sank 2. That never happens. They normally, like, you have to work them down. Come over
Yes,
here.
sir. Full sails.
Mistrand. Oh, yeah, and we can now get a... Like that. We can get a merchant. Get the merchant. Okay, I'm looking. We got... How many turns did I say when this is built? 3 turns. So, look, we actually have some excess money at the end of our turn. G'day, Brisbane Baron. Welcome in. Your Esper is something else, Vodska. I was watching it a little bit last night. It is definitely something else. I can agree with that statement. Grain exchange. That. Elgaia. Probably, honestly, just the Great Hall. Some more free upkeep there. Right, and let's get some units recruiting. We definitely want the Cav. Get the Gedrorts. Those 3. Any of our mainline units that we can recruit, we want them. So get those ones. It's not, and really, we don't want to be recruiting from up here. It's a little bit too far away. We were going to hire
Your
that.
orders, my
Hire
lord.
that.
With
Oh, we don't
honor.
have enough for a watchtower. Whoops. Oh, we don't need it. Keep
Yes.
coming.
We shall continue
Duck
tomorrow.
on the start next turn. How goes the war? It goes really well, Brisbane Baron. We've taken Mistrand. We had a couple of really big battles against Rune here. Our army took heavy casualties. We had to send in some militia to bolster the ranks to take Mistrand. We've had a couple of battles since then, just smaller ones. But basically now we've got Mistrand. We're just consolidating a little bit, getting some eco going in the back. We're just starting to build up some more units. And then the next plan is to go for Mataram. Yeah, the Sea of Rune, it's starting to... There's going to be a lot more green lines here. A lot more green lines once we take Leston and Strondost as well. But it's starting to really kick into action, you know? It's starting to kick in. Oh, yeah. And Mataram is huge as well, even though it's not on the Sea of Rune. Makes so much money. These lads are trying to siege us or something over here. They're just... I don't know. Every time they come, we kill them. That's fine. Otherwise, yeah, things are looking good. We've got the armorers starting to get built up over in our main cities. So for the most part, things are going well. We're just a little bit concerned about these troops here and coming over here. But, like, we must have put a fair dint in in Rune's capacity, you know? Taking out Mistrand, taking out this whole northern side. And the other benefit is Erebor now is just fighting Gundabad. So they have a clear focus. Sometimes you do cool things like rolling past someone and throwing down a rock to silence enemies by drifting past. Yeah, so the question is, why are you not hitting them with the roll? Do you get 300 gold for the defense battles? Yeah, as far as I'm aware, if you win a battle, you get the 300 gold. Doesn't matter how big or small the battle is. If you win a battle, getting 300 gold is as much as I believe. Host of the Eldar, so High Elves are down to their final 2 settlements. So that's not good. Dayton wrote, Mithlond is in ruins. So the Ardenheim took Mithlond. Linden's been raised. Talk to Mordor, 750 gold. Absolutely. I've never checked. Yeah, it's a win. Why are you not hitting with the roll? Because I want to look cool. Ouch, the elves. I mean, yeah. As far as I'm aware, over this side of the map, the forces of good are going to get rolled. Because the bloody... Every time I play a good campaign, man, this is what it feels like. Maybe it's not every time. But the dwarves took the ring and Canned sided with Mordor. So both sides sided with bad, with evil. And because as soon as the dwarves up here take the rings, it's just Angmar gets out of control. If Dunedain, High Elves, and the dwarves and the hobbits, well, not hobbits, in Breland, are not all fighting Angmar, Angmar just rolls them. And as soon as there's division between the elves and the men and the dwarves, nothing stops Angmar in the north. So anything over this side, I think I've given up on. I think the forces of good will slowly die. So really, we're just focusing on this side, and the elves are hanging on, the dwarves are hanging on. That's all I care about at the moment. And Dorwinion is hanging on. Even though they've lost Strondost, they are doing reasonably well. Human elf versus AI elves. Basically, the north will fall if you don't play there. Yeah. Yeah. Unless you're evil, then it flips flop the other way. Yeah, I know. It's freaking ridiculous. Like, they're not losing here. And Erebor, I think, have pushed out because it's been a while since I've seen Gundabad armies around here. So I think they have just transferred their units more this way and maybe pushing up here. So I could get a spy and go look over there, but it's really just, I don't need to at the moment. I've got other things to focus on. Rune is the issue. I want Dorwinion to survive. If I could choose any of these to survive, I want it to be Dorwinion. Because if Dorwinion can make it to late game, and they took the Avari choice, then we're cooking with gas, you know? I really, that's the one I want to survive out of all these allies. Because they're on the border with Mordor as well. So that's what I really want. So they're the ones I'm focusing on. If I can get rid of Rune, or at least take the pressure off, that's a good fight for them. Okay, grab more, grab those. Anyone here? Them. Got the merchant as well. Now, let's check. We could send him here. We could send him over to here. Normally here's pretty good. Or we could go up to... You know what? We're gonna cheat a little bit. Let's just look. Because I hate this whole, like, sending him somewhere to have a look. Let's toggle Fog of War. Let's do a mid-episode toggle Fog of War, shall we? Let's have a look at what's happening on the map. Let's have a look. We haven't looked at toggle Fog of War this campaign yet. Let's have a look. And then we'll have a look at where we're going to send our merchant.
Service.
Because there's been a fair few things popping up. So over here, Mithlond has been taken. Yeah, so the elves are in a lot of trouble. Up here, the dwarves are still doing reasonably well, but that'll break down, I assume. Breland's doing okay. Looks like the Dunedain are hanging on. Kameth Bryn is just not taken. Usual. So elves are, yeah, one settlement left for the elves. Yeah, they got one settlement left. Zared Lewin took there as well. Wow, okay. Isles are almost dead. In terms of the middle, Khazad-dûm holding. Lothlorien was raised. We saw that last episode. Lothlorien's been raised. They've got one settlement? No, one, two. Oh, that's taken. There's no one there. They've effectively got one settlement left. Rohan are dying. Gondor, who was incredibly resilient in my Isengard campaign, do look like they're sort of falling pretty quickly. Yeah, holding on to West Nosgiliath here. Good for them. Good for them. They're still holding the south. Dol Amroth is slowly petering out. Looks like they've lost a lot of their armies. Yeah, they're slowly petering. Dol Amroth can't hold against three enemies down here. 1, 2, 3. It's just too hard for them. Mordor are doing Mordor things. Yeah, they're all over the place. And up in the north, Anduin Vale is pretty much... yeah, one settlement. Yeah, so Anduin Vale's almost dead as well. They just got the one settlement left, Fendholm. Gundabad are doing... Yeah, they've taken... We knew they'd taken that. Otherwise, up in the north... This is what I'm interested in. The dwarves have Anazanar, but not Witherboard. Where are the dwarven units? They are slowly coming across. They're filtering across. They shouldn't have any units down here. Yeah, they have no armies down here because I've secured the border. So, the merchant. Let's have a look. And oh, Rune took this settlement in here. No. Yeah. Sort of in the middle of things there, isn't it? Alright. Merchant. Let's just look. 535. 535. 535. What about if we go up here? 714. 714. 714. Is he pretty... He's actually pretty good, actually. He's got five stars. Send the merchant to Morio Mithril Mines. I don't know if you can stand on them. $605. I know there's Mithril here, but you can't stand on it. It's 2,625, but you can't actually get on the mines, right? Down here. 809 gold mine, just south. This one. Is this one you're talking about? This one. So that's 809. Can't stand there. The one that is always pretty good is... Where is it? 1213. 268. 535. So this is the best one so far. 1213. And then... Hold up. Because we're holding a merchant at the moment. 919... 20... 919... 9. Alright. You know what? I don't normally do this because it just takes so long to get them there. But 1219, 1213. That's the best we found. What about up here? 535. I mean, we're gonna... If we got 535 right next to it, haven't we? So 535. How many turns it? So it's gonna double it every turn once he gets there. But it's gonna take a lot of turns to get there.
Tomorrow's journey awaits, sire.
Alright, let's go for it. He's walking. Okay, let's... Right, we've had a look. We had a look at the map, and that means I won't forget to do a toggle fog war at the end of the episode. I was going to do one at the end of this episode, and I always forget. So there you go. There's our mid-episode toggle fog war. Had a look at what's going on around the map. Okay, we actually have money at the end of the turn. Would you look at this? Would you look at this? We have money. That's right. We're going to... Where's this lad?
Yes, my lord.
Back down our watchtower.
This tower will
And
keep
then
vigil over the
recruit.
lands.
We want the cell swords
orders, my
and the
lord.
cav. Those two.
With
March
honor,
on.
making camp here.
Yes,
Coming.
my lord.
We
Coming down
can
here.
go no further, my lord. We shall continue tomorrow.
Keep them coming. Are there any mercenaries, like good mercenaries around here?
Your orders, my lord.
No, just these hunters.
With
About over
honor.
here.
Yes, my lord.
No. Garbage. Oh, sorry, we're gonna talk to Mordor. I'll have a chat with Mordor. Slow death for Gondor. Yeah. They always just... They never seem to win. I would just like it. You know, if they... Even if they didn't win, even if they just held, you know? But it's the Great Beasts. As soon as Mordor gets Great Beasts, they cannot auto-resolve against that. I know. I know. I've tried to auto-resolve against one army with some Great Beasts in it, and you could have like 5,000 more units. It just does not matter. You trying to auto-resolve against Great Beasts, you will lose. Every single time. Like, it just does not matter the number of units you have. So, for Gondor AI,
we march into battle.
they fight against Great Beasts, they lose. They just cannot win that battle. And that in itself, man, I think the Great Beasts should be limited. I think Mordor can pretty much get them everywhere. At least in a lot of places. I really think it should be limited to where you can get Great Beasts. Particularly just for the AI. You know, because it just means they can never win. It's just brutal. The beast cages, yeah, but I mean, you can still get the troll. I reckon it should be made. You can still get trolls and the other one, like the trolls and high everywhere. But honestly, I don't think you should be able to get the. Why did I do that? I don't think you should be able to get the Great Beasts everywhere. They just kill Gondor so easily, and not only just Gondor, they kill everyone. It means that there's not an AI on the map that can stand up against Mordor once the Great Beasts are out. I don't have much here. Alright, what are we firing at? Get those archers. The host. If they had a limit, like, of only 2 units, there's got to be something done. I mean, I doubt there will be because, you know, this is version 5 now, and if they were going to do something about the availability of Great Beasts, they would have done it in a previous, you know, like, in this, I'm sure, but it just hurts when Gondor always loses, you know, and it can never hold.
The enemy are badly bloodied. The enemy are battering down
Alright,
the
Slayers,
gates.
welcome in with the raid. Welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, real players can deal with them. As much as I complain about Great Beasts, you saw in my previous campaigns,
The enemy's
I can
ram
deal
is
with
through our
Great Beasts.
gates.
I hate dealing with them, but I can deal with them. The AI just can't. It just auto-resolves, and there's no solution to it. Thanks so much for the raid, Pride Slayers. Welcome into the stream. I'm EPM. I play Total War, Dota 2, Northgard. They're the main ones I'm focusing on at the moment.
The enemy general lies
This is
dead.
a mod for Medieval 2 Total War, which is called Divide and Conquer. It's a Lord of the Rings mod. And we're playing a campaign as Dale, the Northman of Dale. And we're just slaughtering some orcs right now. Yeah, no idea what's going on. I got not a clue. Kill them all. Tangled, if you're around, can you give a shout out to Pride Slayers? I've watched your Gondor playthrough. What a beast. Campaign episode 75. I can't remember what that is. How come we've not won this yet? What's going on? Are they like retreating or something? I think they're retreating? I mean, we'll send out some units just in case. Why are they not? Oh, is there a couple of guys here that are like, oh, they're not.
The enemy army flees the field. Pursue and run. Be awed
One
by
loss.
the victory
Is that
we
friendly
have won
fire?
here today.
Yeah, it was friendly fire. We lost one unit. It was to friendly fire. Gee. Oh, these lads, they thought they could do it. What was episode 75? 65 episodes of defense and then get big, kill everyone. Well, that's kind of what it was. I think Gondor was actually easier in version 5. I did a little bit of a just off-stream, off-recording campaign just to see the difference in Gondor between version 5 and previous versions. Because I love Gondor. I love playing Gondor. It's probably my favorite faction. Just the fact that I did 75 episodes, that's insane. I mean, there were shorter episodes as well. I mean, that's when I was doing hour-long episodes or hour and a half episodes and sort of splitting them. Whereas now I sort of just do one big 3 hour, 3.5, 4 hour, whatever. So, I mean, you could divide that by 3 and you'd get to the length of,
Yes,
you get that to sort of the length of what I'm doing now. Which is still a lot. I mean, a lot of my campaigns now finish around sort of 10, 12 episodes, somewhere around there. Mordor,
Bring a proposition for
you
my
have meager income. But, surely you can give me 2,000. Nice.
Do not fear, that is all.
And we get another additional 750 for that. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Coming up.
Without question.
Now, have we
As you wish. Yes.
talked to Dol Guldur? I'm not sure that we have. And I don't think we've actually spoken to Rune either. So, I'm going to duck over and talk to Rune. We can sell map
Tomorrow's
information to
journey
them.
planned out.
Probably Dorwinian as well. Yeah, I haven't spoken to Rune, Dorwinian, or Dol Guldur, I don't think. So we'll keep the diplomat going that way. Have another general ready. We can... might get another boat here. Send an army downstream, you know? I've got some, you know, some units ready to go. So let's get some more.
Orders.
If I press
Your
M on
will,
these,
my
does it actually merge? No, it doesn't. See?
Orders.
Oh, that's armor. That's armor upgrades. That's right. We'll just wait for the armor upgrades. Grab another Thala Ranger. Anytime we can get a Thala Rangers. If we're sending an army, you know, let's send some good stuff. Send all that. Let's send the goods. Alright, so we'll get that and we'll get a boat. Send them downstream in a boat. Boat takes 2 turns. Alright. Let's do that. Glasgard. Yep. More trade. Lubar. I would really like you to get... I mean, culture's fine here now, isn't it? Probably just go for trade as well. Get the market. And Berlinge, go... Probably go back for just the tier 1 of this, just so you are increasing culture there. But better.
Your orders, my lord.
Otherwise, yeah, we don't want bandits. Keep marching.
Yes.
Any other mercenaries
We
here?
can
No,
go
so
no
just
further,
bandits.
my
Where
lord.
have all the privateer axemen gone? I do love my privateer axemen.
Making camp here.
Privateer cav.
Ships
You've
ready.
been retrained. I'll just chill out here until we potentially get another mission to blockade a port. That'll be the plan. Any other retraining here? No, see, we're getting close to be able to retrain this army. I'd love to be able to retrain them. So can we not get the... Or is it the next tier? This Great Hall. I think it's the Lord's Hall. Oh, Royal Hall? No, so we can't get the airborne infantry. Okay, so they're not just everywhere. They are, I mean, I wish it would actually say that, wouldn't it? So go to here. Can we get them in Rhubarb? I think we can. So go to Town Hall. No, not here either. What about in Interior Ior? Over here? And I can definitely get him here, right? The dwarves. Airborne infantry, where are they available? It doesn't actually say, but I'm kind of get the feeling that they're available maybe in provinces close to the dwarven homelands, and then the elves might be available in areas that are close to the elven homelands. Go get to work, Vodka. Take care of yourself. You too. I'll see you around. Should be on later tonight doing some more Dota as well if you want to drop
Yes,
in.
my lord.
You want to watch me try and win some games. The despair. Okay, so I think we're pretty much set up then. Any more units? No. So
Ships
into
ready.
here. We'll wait for this
Fine
unit to
day to
be
sail.
recruited, and then we'll do a bit of a pickup. Do a bit of a pickup around the ridges, and then we want to go for Mataram. That's the plan. I didn't move my merchant. I gotta remember to move my merchant each turn, or he'll get caught. I'm starting to feel the snowball on the eco, you know? Starting to feel it. Feels good. Feels like raw power. When you get to the campaign where you can be constructing in every settlement you have, that's when you're feeling it. And Brisbane Baron, hey, thanks for going back and watching those previous campaigns. You know, back when I did those campaigns, like, and I think those videos are still pretty low views. Like, I was getting like 20 views on some of those videos most of the time, 20, 30 views when they went out. Where was this? So, you know, all that content sitting there. There's a whole bunch of, I have a whole bunch of video content sitting there on my YouTube. I know I have people saying, you know, can you do more, can you get more videos out? Can you get more videos out? And it's sort of like, yeah, I'm doing four streams a week so that goes into the YouTube, and there are other campaigns there of me, you know, they're there. They're just, you just gotta look back a little bit. Yeah, that's what I do. Great to listen to or watch. I mean, I do the same thing when I'm watching people I watch on YouTube and stuff. I just have playing in the background while I'm doing work or doing other things. I think we're starting farms here. Farms. This is really one of our military centers, so let's keep getting the Lord's Hall. Keep building that up. Yeah, look at these roads coming in. Beautiful. Same thing with you. Keep getting the Lord's Hall. Mistrand military garrison is up. I don't really want any of them right now. I'd prefer to get the tomb, so we'll just try and save for that. The tipping point? Yeah, when you get to that point where you can start yamming it out. That was another general, wasn't it? That
Your orders,
came of
my
age
lord.
or adopted or something.
With honor.
Oh, yeah, get them while they're available. I know I should probably wait
Yes,
to the
my
start
lord.
next turn for upkeep,
Yes.
Sometimes they disappear, and I definitely want that one. Privateer Axe are just a great unit. Absolutely fantastic unit. So 1, 2, get out of here, because we don't want you to take upkeep attrition damage. Jump into there. You are low upkeep. So any of these units, jump back into here.
Your will, my lord.
Actually put the ones that cost a bit into the forts.
Your will, my lord. By your command.
So that should be sort of making the most out of it. So we got 2 generals here we're going to send down river with this army. I got armor here or something? I don't think I have armor here. Why is that retraining them? What is this retraining them for? Did I get 1 tier of... I did get 1. I just got the leather tenor? Okay. Yeah, whatever. Sure, retrain them. Whatever. Now, where's our merchant?
At your service.
Keep coming.
On my way. As you command.
You got a long way to go. You're heading... Just get up to here for starters.
I shall
Get up to
continue
there.
tomorrow.
You got a long way to go. When he eventually arrives, you know, if he gets killed by another merchant when he gets there, that's going to be brutal. He walks all that way, and then another merchant just a hostile takeovers him, whatever, and bang, gone. I've had that happen before. Going to Bree, going over to the Hobbit homesteads. I think from Gondor, I sent a merchant from Gondor all the way up to Bree. Took like 15, 20 turns to get there. He eventually arrives. He's like on a Hobbit homestead for like a turn, and then another merchant came in and just just killed him. That was 20 turns. After that happened, that was when I changed my mentality about sending merchants all the way across the map, because it was like, hang on a second, this is not as advertised. Not as advertised. It's not working out at all.
Set sail.
Oh, no one here.
Ships ready.
I guess come down to here.
Yes, sir.
We'll march you out with that army next turn. We gotta be a little bit careful because we do need to leave units here. So
Ships ready.
I'm not sure we even have enough, to be honest. I don't know if we have enough to push. We can pull maybe some out of here. I mean, we've got a decent army here.
Ships ready.
I'd like if we could deal
I
with
will not waste
this
words on you.
first, and then swing south. That'd be much better. Gondor is your favorite? I love Gondor. Just being the front line, being the bastion, holding back Mordor. It's great. I also love getting, 600 plus kills on Athelian Rangers defending Caer Andros. That's a lot of fun as well. Turns up and there's already 6 merchants there, yeah. Whoops. Whatever.
We must make a stand. We are besieged.
Go for it. I'm not liking all of the enemies around my capital. I'm not liking that. I'd like it if the elves and dwarves did a little bit more. Yeah, sure, absolutely. Yep, I'll take anyone. I don't care. Their stats improve.
My lord.
I really don't care if their
Without
stats are bad to
question.
begin with, because they improve. Oh yeah, oh look at that. Blockade less
you
again.
wish.
Hoo-hoo. Keep
Stopping
farming it up.
here.
Keep farming that gold.
Ships ready.
Okay, jump off
Moving
there.
ashore.
Oh, they're blockading it. Okay. Just come over here.
Set sail.
We'll wait our turn, shall we?
Yes, sir.
We'll wait.
Full sail.
I mean, blockade this while we're at
They
it.
have their port blockaded.
Blockade that while we're at it. Merchant, most important
At
thing on
your
every turn.
service. On my way.
Move. Stop getting caught on
Journeying
things. Poor Faramir's time in Middle Earth was short. I know, right? That was... Yeah. And as I was saying, I started saying it, and then I lost my train of thought. That happens a lot. But the old Gondor campaign was really, really hard. I thought, anyway. The new one, not so much. I don't think it's as hard. Just because you can get the higher tier units up faster You can sort of just hold the river quite easily. What do we want here then? Probably growth. Growth next. Same for you. Go for farms. And trade. We're really going... We might want to move our capital a little bit further. It's currently here. This is the capital. I think we'll leave it there for the time being, because we do have some good settlements sort of this way of it as well. Keep marching.
Your orders, my lord.
With honor.
No, we don't want him. Just want the good ones.
We can go
Keep
no
coming
further,
down.
my lord.
You might need a boat escort to go the rest of the way. Pick up. Might need a pickup. So, we want to leave some troops behind. But we may need to take a battle on the open field here against this army. I'm not feeling confident with this force because it's pretty tattered. I don't really have that much of a front line here. I think I can defend, but not really attack. So this force may need to take a pretty substantial battle.
My lord.
I think if we just leave one unit behind.
My lord. Yes.
Let's leave one unit behind.
Merging armies, as you
March
wish.
them south.
We'll
I mean, I'd hate to
make
lose, but we kind of gotta get on it. So let's send them one unit to proc the garrison. If anything else, and can we please? No, not him. Please keep getting these good units. Grab those. Also up over here. That building. This is a pain because this is where we're constructing our stuff. We did get the boat, so the boat's ready to go. So one more turn of recruiting, and we'll have the units to send out with the boat. That's good as well, and then we'll just sail that army downriver, and maybe even go for Lest or Strondost. If we took Strondost, even though Lest is the better prize, we take Strondost. That cuts them off from potentially getting Coruscant. And that means that they're only fighting over here. And we can sort of hold here and then push down. I think that might be the play. Go for Strondost. Strondost is looking a little less defended as well. Yeah, that's the plan. So we want to take Mataram, Strondost. Now, ironically, the Dorwinian boats on the river can block our boats. Because on some spots on the river, there's only one tile wide, which I think is bad. I think all the rivers should be at least 2 tiles wide. Thank you, Tangle, for the hydrate. I think the rivers should be at least 2 tiles wide. For that very reason. Like, you can literally get blocked by your ally. Which sucks. Okay.
Waste words on you.
Mistrand is besieged. We do have the military garrison. We get 3 additional troops on this. Some of these are being retrained. The Axemen did get retrained, but a lot of them are still pretty damaged. Dale merchant vaults. I think now we don't really need growth here because we're already at top level. I think we start going for leatherworking. Let's make sure the troops they're producing are higher tier. Grasgard, same deal, get farming. Farming. And Rhubarb, trader exchange. Okay, keep marching with this lad.
Yes, my lord.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't care about them. So we got that mission now, isn't it? blockade lest for 3 turns. We can do that. Get ourselves a little more gold.
Ships ready.
1, 2,
Blocking
3.
access to their port.
Now, I'm just concerned by this army here. If they attack Mistrand, that's fine. Even if they bring in this secondary force. We got ballista towers here. We can hold that. Even with militia, we can hold that pretty well. Interior Ior's raid upgrade. Yeah, sure. Money. What I'm concerned about is them breaking the siege and going for Elgair. Because that is very, very weakly defended right now. Can we get... Yeah, just get some additional troops. And... we can get a couple of extra troops into Elgair, because there is a garrison, but that's not enough with currently what we have. We'd have to pull back with this army. Let's just go for... Mataram.
Marching to war.
Mataram's reasonably lightly defended. It's a nice little army to pick off. Low strength.
Give them no quarter this day, men. Take up arms and take.
Take up arms and take... Head chopped off. Arrow to the eye. Can you imagine Theoden, you know, charging up and down the line, inspiring the troops? Death! Death! Random orc arrow just takes him out in the neck as he's before the battle even starts. That'd be a bit unfortunate, wouldn't it? Okay, this army is pretty decent. It's okay. It's not really fully... It's got no general. Actually, you know, I'll retract that statement. It's pretty trash. We got a bandit captain. Have you in the back here. Just protect him. We might be able to get a man of the hour. No, I don't think we can. We don't have enough settlements. Don't have enough settlements. Cover the main force in this army. The Billmen I kind of want to just protect as much as possible. I don't want them to really take damage. You lads can come and join on the flank. Because the Billmen are really good in settlements. Trying to get into Mataram will be important. Okay, they're all the way there. Like we're advancing. Let's go. I'd like to get up onto this lip if I can, with the archers. Don't want to be shooting from downhill, you know. Because, you know, shooting downhill you have less range, so... we run to position here. No Athala ranges in this army though, so our super long range engage is not engaged. Get off. Okay, yeah, start. We can just charge them. Where's that cav at? Yeah. Shoot a couple of volleys, but then just hold fire. Charge in.
The battle is very much
Should
in
be able
our
to almost
favor.
stay in. They're
Victory
pretty
will be
weak.
ours.
Our cav should be able to clean them up. Yeah, just keep going, keep going. They have any other... Yeah, just right. Don't let the tribesmen throw at you. Okay, so run back, and then we want 1, 2, 3 to fire at will again. Alright, I think we can advance once again. A little closer. Now we've taken out their archers. Silly lads want to come and Come and try and skirmish against Dale. Imagining trying to skirmish against Dale, a literal archer faction. Okay. You know what? Okay. Is the captain here? No. Just hold fire, hold fire. Yeah. What? Alright, well, let him have it, lads. Okay. Whoa, they're going real wide, eh? I'm a piercing, that's not too bad.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Okay, Cav, pull around again, finish them off. Yeah, they're fighting into armor piercing trash, so I mean that's a very not cost-effective trade for them. Hold fire, hold fire, hold fire. Rise up, men of Dale.
The enemy army flees the field. Pursue and run them down.
Yep, chase them down. Because I learnt, not that we have a chance to get a man of the hour, I don't think, because we have too many generals at the moment for that. Yeah, we have way too many, but I learnt that if your troops are higher experience, they're more likely to become man of
we
the
have
hour.
won here today.
No, I just like having higher experience troops. I just like chasing them down. Sue me. 121, 130 for the DaC Cav, and 121 for the other DaC Cav. And any reference to the elves on these splash screens just makes me think of how strong the high elf units are. Oh. Now,
Victory in your name, my lord. We can go no further today.
ideally we want
my
to keep
lord.
going down here, but
March to exhaustion,
we got to watch what happens
continuing
next turn.
later.
Next turn we have to be
At your
really careful about
service.
what happens.
On my way. I'll continue once I
What's
have
the fastest
rested
way to
some.
here?
I shall
Staying on
continue
this side of the river?
tomorrow, my
Okay, stay on this side of the river. We have roads, so maybe we can get across. Okay, Bofors boy. Evening, mate. Looking like you're making some good progress. Yeah, mate. We are pushing through. Runa mounting another offensive here to try and take back their capital. But as long as they attack us in the capital, I think we're fine. And don't look at the juicy undefended settlement behind it. They pull back, that's good. Oh yeah, I forgot you guys were even attacking. I don't care. I don't care. You're worthless. You're worthless.
Hey, how you doing?
Chronicle Chrome. Hey, how you doing?
We attack!
These Dol Guldur Uruks. I would just wish they would send larger armies, you know? Stop sending me these pathetic little armies. Send a full stack at me. I mean, half of these troops aren't even normally in here. They're getting trained. These lads don't get injured. I mean, you're already taking attrition damage. Not good. You lads are meant to be sailing out to go fight the war in the south. You're not meant to be fighting the war up here. You just happen to get caught in Esgaroth while you're being recruited.
Keep an arrow ready. Keep an arrow ready.
Keep an arrow ready.
Be alert, Rangers. March, men. Units, and cease fire. Position. Assemble the men. Group dismissed. Steady now.
Okay, then we want
Spearmen. Forward.
go like that. I'll sort out the other two. You just hang out here with the
March.
the
Keep the spears ready.
dwarves. Please go there. What is going on?
I stand as your captain. Move out. Spearmen. Spearmen. Move out.
Alright, what do we got? Let's have a look. Have a little look-see. Ogador host. Actually, you take the maulers and you come and hit. Wait a sec. Them. Doofy Games. No, you're amazing, Doofy Games. Do my best County Reeves impression.
Are you not entertained?
Are you not entertained? I know why you're here. Bova's boy, I truly and utterly hope that you are entertained. These hunters. Die, you can die too. You keep shooting them for the time being, and yeah, just take them out. I mean, they're just gonna die. We do this times 6. It's literally. I mean, could my spearmen do what I told them to do? Come over here. Actually, go where I told you. That'd be good. There we go. This is just a massacre. There's nothing else for it. Or a Thala Rangers just having at it, you know. I shoot the Kimmel Shadow Guard. Can we hit these Orc Mauls over here and potentially those
The enemy
archers?
are battering down the gates.
Shadow Guard and go for him. Kill them all. This is one of the safest places in all of Dale, right here. On this wall,
The enemy's ram has breached the gates.
just sending it.
Be watchful. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Steady now.
Make it across the bridges, lad. It's a little bit of a gauntlet, you know? Like being at school and playing poison ball, and everyone who's out on the edge is allowed to throw the ball at you as well. This was like getting across this bridge. It's not a healthy place to be. Okay, shoot, Dogador.
The enemy have the walls. To our defense,
Just
all
kill
will
them.
be
Just kill them, lads. Just sharing their Dale culture with the orcs. Absolutely. We shared the culture as they came over, and now we're sharing the dessert as they're coming in. And this is just... Kill them all. Yeah, good luck, lads. Yeah, good advance. Well done. Is this the general? I don't know. Yeah, I think he is. He's taking a lot of arrows. Okay. So the ones that made it in are now, yeah, not in a very nice situation, I would say. Shadow Guard, you guys got ripped to shreds on the way over. You ever considered a shield, you noobs?
We've captured the enemy's general. That'll teach the cowardly dog to turn tail and run.
Thou not boss. That's right. This is not even a challenge. Boys, Dolgador, you wanna send a challenge my way? Actually send me a challenge, you know? Should be
This
tried
is
for
a
war
clear
crimes after what you
victory.
did to this army. What? What? There's nothing wrong here. There's nothing wrong here. I don't see a problem. I mean, we lost some troops. Completely free, replaceable troops that don't have to replenish. And the Athala Rangers just ripped them a new one, really. But you can see we're out of ammunition on the Athala Rangers. We're out of ammunition. So, you know, if they did have more, we'd actually have to rely on the melee troops. There is a limit, you know. They shoot pretty quick too. They pretty much get off all their ammunition by the time they get the gate down. Bridge too far in Middle Earth, yeah. I had a game when I was younger. It's still here. It's probably in my desk drawer here. I won't get it now. It was called A Bridge Too Far. It was a World War II game. You'd imagine it was set on D-Day. And you commanded these various like paratrooper divisions that went behind enemy lines, of course, you know, and A Bridge Too Far. Yeah. It was like a really grindy RTS type game that you deployed certain amount of troops for certain battles. So it wasn't like RTS in that you had like structures and you could build units. You had a certain amount of units, a certain amount of squads for a battle. And you had to position, you know, throughout, you know, around cities or open fields and the hedgerows or you know, like defending bridges or whatever. It was good fun for a 9-year-old. Good fun.
Yes,
Over here.
my lord.
Talk to Rune.
You are brave
Map
to
information.
seek an audience with us like this.
Oh, I'm brave to seek an audience like this with you. Yeah, sure, whatever. 1, 2. What are you saying? What's going on in the forest? The baddies haven't... Yeah, I'll have a look there in a sec. So we got 1, 2. I should have checked before I went into diplomacy screen. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think we have like 10 settlements. There may be more. Let's go with if we have more. 11 settlements? Oh, we already sold the map information. That's demanding? We might have already sold the map information at some point. What if I say 1600? I think I must have sold the map information. Yeah, I must have resold them. Okay, we'll see if we can sell them again. You're at war. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, mate. You can still sell map information.
At your service. As you command. Journeying onward. Tomorrow's journey awaits,
Down.
sire. I'll continue once I have rested, sire.
Okay. Oh, we're out of money. What's going on this turn? What happened to our money? Wow, our money just dropped off a cliff. Oh, okay, so they broke the siege on Mistrand.
Your orders, my lord.
Merge.
Your will, my lord.
They broke the siege on Mistrand to try and go after... Oh, they're trying to separate this army. Trying to cut me off. It's okay, we can deal with that. Let's have a look at this, First things first. We just don't have any money. We lost all our money. We lost our cash flow. Huh. Crazy how when you... Why am I all of a sudden... I guess I just pulled a lot of troops out of free upkeep.
Ships ready. Set sail.
That we want.
Orders.
Merge.
My
Merge.
Orders.
Merge. Sorry, merge.
Your will, my lord.
Merge that one.
Orders.
I want to retrain that one. You have to retrain a bunch of these. I don't want them to go not full strength. Do that. I guess we're got units here not in free upkeep. I guess that's the issue. How much do we have? Do we have enough for a full army? 4, 8. I think we just send them now, honestly. Don't try and do this. Retrain that one. Let's send them now. We got enough for a full army. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're gonna go back into the red again, which is why we wanted to do a bit of a big eco focus. First up, let's not get those two. Not get those two. Don't worry about that. Okay, so we got 3. Definitely gonna take these 2 generals. 1, 2.
Yes, my lord.
Go to these rivermen, they can take them with them.
Your will, my lord. Orders.
Go on the boat as well. So that's 10. Take them.
Will, my lord. As you wish.
Okay, so then we want another, yes, another 1, 2, 3. Onto the boats. Onto the boats. And we're about to get another Athala Ranger here, so we can actually send one of these Athala Rangers as well. We're about to replace that with this one. Okay.
Ships ready.
That's a full stack. Righto. Let's head off downriver. This is the army going to Rune as well. So now we're making no money. I'm convinced we're making 1,500. Woo! Okay. We are now officially very poor once again. One way to be not poor is to kill enemies. Kinda want to take out this army first and then go... I don't think we've got enough to take both of these. I think we kill this and then we reassess our situation.
To war, then.
Yeah, this is going to be... we might not even win this. They've got some golden boys in here. It's a reasonable army. We'll see what we can do. I think we win. But still, I don't know we are going to get... I don't think we're going to be able to press on after this. This was the army that was sieging Mistrand. We wanted it to siege Mistrand. That's better. They don't have a general either, though. They don't have a general either. So, if I can get a kill on their captain, whilst keeping mine alive, I think we're fine. We don't have any armor-piercing arrows either. So... I feel like they'll come at us, because it's pretty even. And there's not really any hills. I mean, there's a bit of a hill there, but still. Go back to here. Cav are key. The Cav will either win us or lose us this battle. You just need to be smart with how we use them. You are going to hang out here. And you're going to be protected by... yeah, just... protected by him. And it comes close. Keep that captain alive. Like, he's right at the front as well. Stupid guy. He doesn't even have a, like a... Where's his bodyguard here? He doesn't even have the bodyguard. It's ridiculous. Just get hit by a charge and die. Okay. With our front line. Now, these guys are pretty good. But they don't hit very hard. 5 attacks, 16 defense. They do have the weapon upgrades. Some have the armor, some not. So they're going to hold, but they're going to rely on the Cav doing the recharge damage. That's the idea here. Because they won't kill a whole lot. They're protecting him. The Billmen, once again, sort of flank out to the edges. And we'll think about where we need to use you. Actually, can I put one of you here? Go to there. Swordsman, go to here. And I have one One more billman. Just chill out somewhere. I don't know. Okay. Let's see how this goes. They are on the hill here. Are they coming in? I need to bait them with the charges again. They do have their archers in the front. The cav is the main concern. They're a little further back. I think what we'll do is we'll move our whole line forward, and then we'll think about some cav charges. Let's move our whole line to about here. What is this? Yeah, I don't really want to go too much further forward because we tend to go uphill there. Okay, let's see. Slow it down a touch. Let's see if we can get some charges. No, spread out. Back. Go back. They routed?
Continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
They routed? Please, please get back under my control. Get over here, get over here. Oh my goodness, Men of Dale. No, you don't deserve to call yourself that. Okay. But the Bruin Raiders coming in. How'd we go then off that charge? We killed 9% for 2%. That's still pretty good. We can kill some of them. Okay, fine. Let's push forward a little bit. You two, drop out of formation. Do your own thing. Come here. These are good kills. We can shoot them, and they're not in the spinny circle thing. This is fine. This is okay to shoot them. I think we hit a few more, eh? They're a big target. How are we not killing more? They're not even in the spinny circle. Like, they're just literally sitting there still. We have 3 units of archers. Can we get on them? That's dumb. That's dumb. Dumb. They're all set up. Get out, get out, get out. How is it we lose so many? What? They get like 1 volley and we lose half our army. Half our cav. We've been firing like what 8, 9 volleys into their damn lads here, and they barely any of them die. I hate Bruin Raiders, man. Oh, I just need to almost just ignore them. Yeah, we just need to ignore them. Just ignore them, right? Cav can't do any more of that. They need for rear charges. Let's move up. Just ignore them. When they run out of ammunition, they'll charge in. They seem to have quite a lot of range. Like their whole front line is ranged, so we just need to kind of get in. Actually, they're kind of dicking around a little bit right now. Can we like run? Let's go. Let's charge in. Let's go. Get in. Where are the billmen?
Rise up, men of Dale, as you with great speed. Archers, units,
Fire into them.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Okay, get in. Come on, billmen, get around here. Where's their cav? I think they committed their cav. Okay. Get in there. Get the billman in. Go. Hey, cav needs to get around. Where are you? Wrong side. Too late now. Link around, go. Push in. Hold protecting there. Okay, get around the back. We need to get a couple of recharges in. Still the Allied Dragon Riders here. Can we engage them on the Billman? That'd be great. We even get a recharge into them. Okay, try and hit them. Bit of a risk, but go for a charge on those Dragon Riders. Okay, what do we got here? Pikes, don't charge into them. Trying to hit the Darkrai Hunters. I think our infantry are better. I think they're better. I'm going to choose to believe they're better. Okay, good charge. Get out.
Only half the enemy force remains.
We routed them, good. Yes, I think we're pretty much winning this flank. Can we get them around? Charge into there. We get in. Go. Get into the back. Pull around. Get into the back. Lout. There's them. I think we're good. I think we're fine. I think we got them. Onto that. No. Where are they trying to put that routing for a second there?
Enemy general abandons it.
Push in. Go. They're all routing. I think they're routing. Go. Get in there. We're still fighting. Get it up.
The enemy army flees the field. Pursue and run them down.
Okay. Got him. On fire. Chase him down. %. Now, there's no general to heal, but we will heal a few. And get more XP on this cav. Need them to be quite good. That was their general as well, yeah. Just get the captain.
This is a clear victory.
Killed 5%, that's good. We got 1,800 soldiers still remaining. And a lot of the billmen. The billmen are barely touched. Nice. Most kills. Preventing a draw, it's 183. Ah, Dalcav 204. Just when you think an infantry unit's going to get there, they're going to get up and get the most kills. The Cav comes in clinch. Clinch? The right word? Comes in. I've lost the word. Clutch. Comes in clutch. I don't know where the word just abandoned me there for a moment. Okay, so
We are victorious.
said we'd take that fight and we'd reassess. Think we can keep going. What's in here? Not a whole lot.
Approaching quiet.
I will not waste words on
Oh, it's 2 cavalry units. But a lot of Daratai units. A lot of Daratai. Not really much upper tier in infantry, so I think we're fine to take that. I think we can take that fight, keep pressing on, and that protects Elgair as well. Even if we don't get Mataram, it means that we can move a little bit more freely about. Also, it means we make a bit more money. Why are we now only making 2 grand? Were we not making 4.5 or something? Were we not making 4.5? We've now lost units. Shouldn't we be making more money now?
Marching to war.
1800 versus 1600. Okay, they're gold armor.
The troops are assembled. Prepare for
So we can
battle.
take them as well.
Units, await my orders. Archers, steady your bows. Steady your bows. Units, men, hold this position. Units, spread out. Units, march.
Okay, same thing. Leave you there to protect the general.
Move out. Forward.
Okay. And then we'll... I mean, we're a lot lighter on, but it's the same plan. We got the Gudrots at the front. Yeah, they're looking a little worse for wear, aren't they?
Group dismissed.
We may need to assist... Oh, most of the cav healed, actually. That's actually exceptional. The fact that most of the cav healed. We did take some heavy cav losses there on the secondary charge I shouldn't have done. Silly, silly. Let's bolster that front line, or at least... Let's bolster this front line, shall we? Bolster the front line, and then Billman on the flanks. Okay. Yeah, we're definitely a lot lighter on. They're coming to us. Like they are. Maybe I can charge. So let's go for a cheeky charge. Always good. Always a good idea.
Rise up, men of Dale.
Kind of bringing them up as well. We just assess what we're firing at here. Fire it. Take off fire at will. Fire at them. Hit them as well. Charge in. Try and get them coming to us. This is what we want. I'm gonna charge here. Hit him, hit him, hit him. Back.
The battle is very much
Good
in our
charge,
favor.
yeah.
Victory will be ours.
Are they coming yet? Take another charge. Go again. Charging again. Pull out and pull out. Could we then fire at that? Yeah, we're going good. 2% to 25. A couple of decent charges. Getting kicked off. Try again, go again, go again. As long as they're not engaging their infantry, we can just keep doing this. That should pretty much break those. There we go, they bring the infantry. Go, go, out, 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 out. Don't get engaged, don't get engaged. Get out. Get out. Okay. Okay, they're coming in. We want to shoot the Dragon Guard, they're the biggest threat. Pull them back behind. Let's slow things down a touch for a moment. Okay, how are we looking? Front line's looking strong. Fire in at the Dragon Guard. Let them charge into our spears. Get your spears into them. Nice. Keep firing, keep firing. Can we pull the cab around to this side? Pull across, go, go. Okay, Billman. Get out of formations. You're better off fighting out of formation. Okay, get in there. That's why we want to bolster those front lines. Counter charge. Counter charge, counter charge. For the time being, change fire onto those. Get the cab around. Let's get some shots in. Trying to rear. If we can get some rear charges onto this side, then we're fine. Just break this right flank, or our left flank. Get in there and charge and charge. That should break this side. I'm hoping. They're engaged in the front. I know they're anti-cav, but sometimes you just gotta commit. Gotta commit. They're shaking, wavering. This lot are broken as well, and they should be. They're gone. They're gone. Yes, they're gone. Okay. Good. So that's broken that whole side. Into them. Okay, can we just on that? Hold fire. Into them. Nice. Enemy general's gone. That should mean the rest of them are out pretty quickly.
If we
push in.
This, we will smash the enemy.
Second Billman unit. Get into here. Assist with the front. Can you turn around? Where's my mouse gone? Whoa, mouse. Come over here. Hello? Hold up. What's going on with my mouse? I think it just disconnected for a second. Good mouse?
The enemy army flees the field. Pursue and run them down.
Okay, that's good. Nice. 95%. 15. Wow. That was clean.
This is a clear victory.
That was clean. Really clean. Valcav 364. 206. Revenant Gadroots 100 again. The Gadroots are really nice units. I'm really liking them. They're relatively cheap. You can get them early, and they're just a strong spear unit. Which generally spear units, generally speaking, higher defense, lower attack. But you know what? If you don't die, you got a better chance of killing something, don't you? So really good spear units, early game, can get good kills against other infantry as well, not just against cav.
No.
Okay, so that's pretty much those two big forces taken out. Like, admittedly, I think we are going to be able to get some reinforcements down here. But let's just keep going.
My lord.
Come back.
Approaching.
I think we commit for this. Let's commit.
To war, then.
Hopefully there's no garrison here and it's just these four. If they get more units, it could be a trouble. Still, the billmen are still looking fairly healthy. And that's the main units we're going to need here. The swordsman unit's looking pretty good too. Otherwise, did we move our boat this turn? Yep.
Ships ready.
Your orders.
Wait there. Yeah. That army marching down. That's not good. That's fine.
We must make a stand. We are besieged.
The only thing I'm disliking about all this, and this is why I didn't invest in Esgaroth, was all the devastation I thought would be in Esgaroth because we were fighting there all the time. I haven't built economy in Esgaroth. It's all been military focused. Mori's leader is dead. Got some good news. Coruscant's been besieged. How many more turns on this? 3 turns, 1250. Okay, so we need to keep that one going. Okay, you're marching around. Keep it coming. Who's joining you? These two?
Orders.
Cool. Crack on. You're recruited.
Yes, my lord.
We
Keep
shall
going down. You're coming to here.
tomorrow. Making camp here.
Why are we all of a sudden just not making any money? I guess it's this army. This one.
Ships ready.
I guess it's this army that's
Set sail.
costing us an arm and a leg.
A fine day to sail.
They might be getting here to take Dorwinian's capital at this rate.
At your service.
Why are you saying that's fast now? Just stay with the path that you originally
On my
thought was
way.
fastest. Come this way.
Tomorrow's journey
I think it
awaits,
is faster,
sire.
honestly.
I shall continue
Then
tomorrow, my
Turning back and around. That seems like a lot of extra distance. Yeah, let's not recruit. Let's not build anything new for a while. We're out of money, so yeah, nothing else is getting built. I can try and scrounge some money. I think I must have already sold map
You are
information.
brave to seek an audience with us like
And-
this.
1,000.
No. Peace and farewell.
Orders.
So this army's heading down to here.
I respect you in battle.
We haven't got a general here to like recruit mercenaries or anything.
Your
That's
orders, my lord.
probably the biggest issue. Well, if we can get in, we're not going to be able to occupy either.
There will be much
Unless we send
honor
him
in
down.
defeating you.
Yes, my lord.
Yeah, we can do that and take him out. So, who can we spare? Definitely take a cav unit with you.
As you wish.
Probably even both cav units with you.
My lord. Joining force. Your will, my lord.
How much space have we got in this army? 3, 6, 7 units. 7 units.
Your orders, my lord.
All the mercenaries available. We could grab them next turn. Assuming we have money. We don't have money. Who am I taking with you?
Your will, my lord. Orders. My king. As you wish.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's not much of a reinforcement force, but it's probably enough. The cav is really important.
Yes, my lord.
Let's see if we can join up with them.
With honor.
They're not on roads, so they're quite a long way away.
Orders.
Your orders, my lord.
Okay, so
Your
we
will,
go
my
to.
lord.
Can you make it
Yes,
here in
my
2
lord.
turns? You can.
Orders. Yes. Marching to war. Beginning the siege. Siege
Do that.
force.
Your orders, my lord.
You join onto
Your will,
them.
my lord.
7 there, wasn't
Yes,
it? 1, 2,
my
3,
lord.
4, 5, 6, 7. Good. That still leaves decent units here to defend. those. We're just out of money all of a sudden. I'm shocked.
Ships ready.
Can't move any further. Yes, there's devastation up here in Dale as well. Is really hurting. Letting us a fair bit. Anything like that will give us a little bit of money. This will give us a little bit. We do have some things building that will increase the income. Just cancel that. It's not building for any time soon. That's not as well. I think maybe hold off on that. Hold off on that. Just stop recruiting things, because what we need is we need to retrain the units here. That's what actually needs to happen.
At your service.
And we need to be able to have some
Your
money
orders,
to
my
recruit
lord.
some mercenaries if we need that as well. So we need some mercenary coin. And we just need to hold off on the recruitment for the time being. That's the best we can do. It's another little army here. That's just nothing. This is a concern. We want to take... That's where we're going then with this army on the boat. If they take Coruscant, then that's where we're taking back with this boat army. Then we'll move down to Strondos from there. See, Dorwinian are faltering, even with all the support I've given them. So just think if it was an AI Dale, and not me, how quickly they would be getting rolled right now.
Attack!
Like what we've taken 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 settlements we've taken off Rune. And obviously killed a bunch of troops. And they're still beating Dorwinian.
Forward, cease fire. This area. Stay in ranks. I stand as your captain of Dale. Hold your ground, laddie.
Hold your ground, laddie.
Spearman. Up. Spearman. Upward. March. Be alert, Rangers. Forward. Watch. Steady now. Move out, Rangers.
We know the deal. We knew there was going to be lots of battles like this. Just where we're defending against an enemy. No. That's a very good defensive position as well at that. I wouldn't want to really defend anywhere else on this side. Oh, they have ballista? Only a few units of dudes, so... Are they going to move them up? Okay, let's move out a unit.
Double time.
You can see they have ballista.
Spearman. March. Your command. Spearman.
Can you please go to where I tell you to?
March.
Hold fire, hold fire, hold fire. Actually in range of the Athala Rangers, my goodness. What is their range on Athala Rangers? 240? What's a ballista range? 260? Holy. And I guess we're up on the high ground on the wall. So we actually probably like are the same range as the ballista? No.
Spearman.
Kill them. Okay. Got him. Okay, come back, come back, come back.
Double time.
Run. Get back inside. Just getting killed. Now bring in the gate, the ram. Okay, you guys. Hang on now. Can we get that gate closed again by any chance? Had to move them away so it shut the gate. Otherwise they would have kept it open because we had units close to it. Okay, that's fine. Oh, you're kidding me, right? It's firing again? Okay, can we? Fire at this thing. Kill him. Kill it. Kill him. They got back on the ballista.
We're under attack.
Got him. Nice. I think we're fine. Can you please go to where I send you?
Spearman! Spearman!
Keep a lookout.
Curses! The enemy are battering down our gate. The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Keep killing them. 56%.
Blast their eyes. The enemy's
So they've
ram
lost
is through our
57%
gates.
before they even breached the gate. Sorry, scratch that 60%. They've scratched 60%, 62%. Before, okay, 63% killed before infantry actually met.
If we continue like this, we will smash. The walls are no longer ours. The enemy have taken them.
We await your command.
Hey, that's pretty brutal. This is the captain, I think. Kill him, lads.
Good tidings. The enemy general lies dead.
Good view. Tops. He's fallen into the river. Get in there. Let's go. Kill him off.
Steady now. Keep it down. Keep it down. We await your command.
Alright, kill him.
Spearman! Steady now.
How do these lads look when they pulled out their swords? They're pretty much like Athelian Rangers. Same sort of look as the Athelian Rangers. So one-handed sword. No, it's not a double-handed sword or anything. Alright. These are just passing moments in this campaign. Yeah, killing these Dolgador armies
This is a
at
clear
Esgaroth.
victory.
Just something that has to be done every few turns. As you can see, we don't really have the income to sustain another army to push Dolgador at this time. We barely have enough, or we don't have enough to even have a couple armies going against Rune.
Glory, honor, victory.
Alright. Making gold again from Esgaroth. That's good. Osgiliath is lost? No, that was the final bastion. That's where Denethor was as well. Does that mean Denethor's dead? Maybe not.
Your orders.
You are brave to seek an audience with us like this.
No, let's just see. 800.
I see little.
I think I've already sold it to
come to
him.
a close.
I think I must have already sold to him, but not recently. I'll keep trying next turn. Orcs have it hard. Yeah, I mean they have already. I mean I can't blame them. They have, you know, looted LotR. So here it is here. Draw by Dolgudor. They already have taken LotR. So I mean they're optimistic. Like if we can take out the elves, what are these men of Dale? You know. I mean they're not meant to be better than the elves. What's going on here? We need to be very selective with where we're spending our money again.
Orders.
Send you around.
By your command.
Yes, my lord.
Yes. Your will, my lord. We can go no further today.
Yeah, wonderful to see, but yeah, we're not worrying about building too much at the moment. Where did that army go? He went back.
There will be much honor in defeating
That was the same
you.
guy. It went back. What we need to know is what's happening over here.
Approaching quietly. Your orders, my lord.
I will not waste words on you.
My lord.
I will not waste words on you.
Yes, my lord.
We shall engage. We have triumphed.
They chased away. Okay.
My lord.
How many pieces of
To war,
equipment do
then.
we have? 3 rams.
The siege goes as planned.
Not seeing anything else. 3 rams. No ladders. The rams shouldn't burn though. And they have 4 units. One of which is not defending a gate. And this is pretty trash as well. I think we're okay going in. I think we can go in on that. So we'll do that this turn. Just keep everything else moving.
At your service.
Come this way.
Command.
Esgaroth. We need to...
My lord.
No, that's all fine. Retrain. We got the Dwarven Armor up. We do. Okay, so Dwarven Armor is up. So do you get any additional... You get Dwarven Chainmail? Yeah. Retrain those. Grab those 2. They're good units. Put them next turn, but they're good units. We can chuck them in the forts again. Okay. So what I think we want to do is build in
Your
Esgaroth.
orders, my lord.
If everything else is okay. What we can also do is we can use a little bit of free upkeep here. Who is Thala Rangers?
My lord. Your will, my lord. Orders. We are
Let's go chill out there.
victorious.
Just save
We have
ourselves a little bit of gold.
conquered, My lord.
Okay, that's fine. And then we can keep training them.
Yes, my lord.
Otherwise, I think we're pretty fine. Now that's a
ready.
good fort. Alright,
Sir, full sails.
they lost this yet?
We can go no further.
This is a good fort because it's within range of a city. This fort over here, useless. Useless. Who uses this fort? Who ever in a divide and conquer campaign has used this fort? Like legitimately. This is just it's so out of the way from anywhere. It's just useless. No one will ever like this is a good fort within range of the city. You know? That fort, bad fort. Good fort. Good fort. At least for upkeep purposes. Bad fort for defending. That's just feels like I'm just going around, you know, just tanning the height of all the forts. That's all fine. Let's see once again before we go into this battle. Can we
Your orders. I
you know
cannot
what,
do
start
that
marching.
without question.
Start going. Let's go for it.
My lord.
Your orders, my lord.
Orders. Marching to war.
Assault. So they don't have any additional defenders. No. Don't be controlled by the AI. No, don't you dare control Brand by the AI. No. 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 Alright, let's go in.
Give them no quarter this day, men. Take up arms and take...
Units, await my orders.
This bandit, he's still the captain.
Move out.
He needs to die. Right. So we want, not in this battle though, you need to stay alive.
Guards,
We want definitely you. Right at the front, you can push a ram. Yeah, you're pretty low numbers. Actually, no, who I want, not you. You don't push the ram. Whereas this useless Riverman militia archers, yeah, you're pushing rams up. Come over to this side.
move out. Guards, upward.
And honestly, just push up the ram with the Dale archers, you know?
Rise up, men of Dale. Guards,
Like, the defending of these cities will be done with sword, mostly. The archers on the rams. Okay. So this is a pretty clear push straight in. Windy but pretty clear. This is clear in as well. Typically I look for a little bit more of alleyways. So this has got a secondary alleyway. It's almost like a model of that larger city, but just scaled down. No ballista towers, which is nice. These towers will still shred me though. Yeah, let's just give some troops each side. So let's give Billman unit over here. I think the Billmans are going to do most of the work. They're out of formation though. Over here.
guards, upward. As you were.
In here.
On guard.
A good drought in the front. Let's send a swordsman over to here.
Forward. Be on guard.
Actually, this one over here.
Forward.
Front push is not the main attack. Front push is just the distraction. Normally, over to there. Cav can just chill out.
Dale, it is time. Men of Dale, it is
One can go
time.
over to here. One can go
Men
over
of Dale,
to here.
archers.
Archers can hang out here along with the captain.
Men of Dale, charge! Charge! Archers. Charge!
Yeah, no defenders on this side. That's nice. Okay, so no defenders. So that means this is going to be a good position to push up. Start bringing them forward.
Rise up, men of Dale. Men of Dale, it is time.
Okay.
Forward.
Reinforcements are coming in. Hopefully we won't need them. This side has defenders. It's Balchos spears. Hopefully we should be able to cut through them reasonably well. Let's move up. Let's be ready to get. I know we'll take some archer fire, but just get up here, get ready to go in.
Rise up, men of Dale. Forward.
Or tower fire rather, not archer fire. They got some javelins here. Yeah, that's gonna hurt. I don't know how this turns out. If they throw them, that is. Nice. Cav up
Our
as
men
well.
have reached the gate with the battering ram.
They just don't have enough to defend the city, really. I mean, they could have had these units. Yeah, they're sending them over now. It's a little bit too late. Keep it going. Keep the ram going. Distraction force 1. Okay. Come up, just in case we need you for whatever reason, but I doubt it. Yep. Don't route. Keep going. 60%. Get it down. 40%. 54%. So this one will be done first.
The battering ram has done its work.
Actually, that was the front was in first, wasn't it? Okay, that's the distraction. Don't really care about them. So, just send up a unit. Another unit of Gadrouts just to hold them in place, basically. Get in, get in, get in. Other side, get in, get in, get in, go.
We've captured the enemy's walls.
Should be relatively simple from here on out. They're going to give up the...
The battle is very much in our favor. Victory will be
Run
ours.
straight through. Run straight through. Yeah, run straight through. I'll take it. This tower's a hammering me, but sure. Kill him. Yeah, just spearmen. We should be fine.
Our men are in command of the city.
Nice. Run through.
Our men no longer command the city.
Looks like we need to fight here. See if you can help them out. Yeah, how are we going? Over here, get in and control the city, then we can send them around. Where are the other forces gone? Get in here. Oh, just kill him, kill him. Come on. Actually, no, run this way. Get out of there, get out of there. You're too close. Getting shot. Are you guys getting shot as well? Probably just pull back. Could be getting shot, maybe. Pull back.
Our men have slain the enemy general.
Enemy general down. That's
Without
good.
him, his troops will lose their will to fight.
Get in there.
With great speed.
Taking tower shots here, but nothing you can do. That's what happens in a siege. Fine. Okay, so that's it. Last 2 units. We should be fine.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men. Men of Dale, it is time.
These billmen have been really good. I mean, they're fighting absolute garbage. They're going to capture back this point, isn't it?
Our men no longer command the city.
We're going to kill them anyway.
Our men are in command of the city.
We're almost got them. Almost got them. They're shaken. The numbers are dwindling very quickly. They're starting to be surrounded.
The enemy army flees the field, be awed by the victory we have won here today.
423. I'll take that. 125 to the billman. Yeah. I was saying, use the cav on the open field so that when you come to the cities, the billmen are there in number, ready to get the job done. Because the cav are not really going to do a whole lot of anything in that battle. Their job was to run into the middle to hold the square while I sent the infantry to go do the jobs. Go do the work.
The day is ours. We have won.
Occupy, because we're going to
Yes,
have
my
you in
lord.
there as well.
Your orders, my lord.
Okay.
Aye.
Taxes down. And look at Mataram. 3k. Off the bat. What do we got here? Land clearance. Market. It's the mines. The mines are really, really good here. The mine's making a lot of money, but it is reasonably built up as well. Yeah, it's plenty built up. Hey, we can make use of all of that. So, immediate... Ooh, it's so close, 3774. Can we get any money anyway?
I will not waste words on you.
Yes, my lord.
Your will, my lord.
We go kill this army. So who can march? Not you.
Your orders, my lord.
My lord. My lord. Orders. My lord. Orders. Your will, my lord. My lord. My lord. Orders. Aye, lord.
If I was to go to here, we're still holding public order. 85%, but it's holding. That's good. And him. Get 300 gold from killing this army, and then we could get the Mason's Guild House.
To war, then.
Captain Kaji. Yeah, there's only 4 Lokinus Rim. That was the unit that was scaring me a little bit. But otherwise, we are good to go.
The troops are assembled.
Oh.
Prepare for battle.
I'm happy. I'm happy with today's progress.
Units, await my orders.
The Mistrand and Mataram, probably the 2 best cities in the Runic Empire. Super solid. The Ravenian Gudrouts, it's down to 1 unit. What we have? We had 4 or 5. I think we had 5 Ravenian Gudrouts. We're down to 1. And now it's Swordsman. Billman. Yep, Billman, you're now in the front line. No longer are you a flanking force. You're on the front. And this is it. We got some cav though. Actually, we got a decent amount of cav here because of the reinforcements. I'm guessing we're just going to do some cav charging if they're not coming to us. Yeah, let's go liven them up. I have all of you sort of one section on my taskbar. Okay, so who we got? Be a little bit careful of those lads, but I'm thinking we go directly in here, directly in here. See how that works out. Let's just go down to ×2. If these guys charge, we gotta get out of there. We charge. And these are archers as well. Charge in, see if we can get those Lokinus Rim. And they use the cav. You can just win the battle with the cav, apart from these guys. And that's fine. Nothing wrong with winning the battle with the cav.
The battle is very much in our favor. Victory will be
Did we not
ours.
kill any off the charge? Oh, we did. Killed a couple. Okay. Chunk them down, chunk them down. As long as they're not engaging, we're just fine to stay in here. They are just low tier. That's fine. They're not engaging. I'm okay with this. Flat. Them a charge. Again. We did them. This surely gets them involved, right? No? Yeah, there it is. I was gonna say they had to charge in at some point, right? Pull out. And they're just ignoring the cav altogether. I mean, you know, sometimes the AI acts stupidly, and I'll take it. Man. Yeah, that was a nice volley. That was a nice volley. Hold fire. Behind. Right, who'd they charge into? We get the... Kill him.
The enemy general flees like the coward he is. Press onward and break the spirit of his army. We've captured the enemy's general. That'll teach the cowardly dog to turn tail. Behold how our cowardly foe runs. This is a clear victory.
Nice. Perfect. Clear them out. And we're away again. Enough money to get that building. I mean, it's a little bit greedy to go for it first, but we have the money, so let's do it. And then that'll make everything else a little bit easier after that. Because Mataram will be a front for a long time. Because if Can come towards us, that's where we'll be holding Can for a while as well.
No, do not do that.
It is a great choke point, because it goes all the way across.
We are victorious.
Can't sacked. Because now, this is all steps to the Wainriders, which is here. This one up here, Runic Hills, doesn't extend down past it. So, Runic Hills is now safe, which means we can move units from Runic Hills down. So all these military units here, this army, they're going to keep going. The general will stay. Keep a handle on what's going on there. Build it up. But otherwise, everyone else is going to move back. You can then jump back into here.
March to exhaustion.
Anyone actually make it back in? You two can.
As you wish.
Know what we're upgrading, but sure, go for it.
Your will, my lord. Orders. We'll make camp here.
Okay. And we can get the Mason's Guild House. What are we making next turn? 6.8k again? So we've jumped back up again now with taking Mataram. And I think that is a pretty good spot to leave it for today.
Yes, my lord.
We push south into Rune, taking their big cities. We're building the eco up behind. We're still holding firm at Esgaroth. Haven't had any issues there defending against Belgrador. These King Shields haven't even been used, so they are just waiting in case there is a big army that comes along. I would say we moved our capital down a little bit further south just to try and leverage the income. And it probably will move further south again. Probably sometime next episode, I would think, once we start getting more money around the Sea of Rune. Just trying to find that balance whereas you get the most income. If you're watching over on YouTube, I appreciate you. Give it a like, subscribe, comment, and share. 4 Verbs of the Apocalypse. And I'll see you in the next episode. Have a good one.